a lot of editing to do, haven't you?
Jesus Christ, yeah. I've been recording for 2.5 hours. It's like I've been recording. It's like 8:45 nearly, and I've been recording since before 7. So yeah, I've got a fucking load of it. It's just basically chop, start at 9 o'clock.
Because most of it was talking to Candy and that sort of stuff.
Oh no, I'll add all those bits in, and obviously anything where I'm even slightly humorous.
Right, so we're going to start this in alphabetical order on the list that's at the bottom there. Adam, you're first up.
Oh, come on! This is the only time when everyone should be rooting for the bastards to roll good. Come on, Adam.
Come on, Adam.
What am I rolling? I'm a wizard.
Yep.
That was a question.
What?
What am I rolling?
You're rolling hit dice.
4?
Whatever you've gone up in.
6, isn't it? D6.
D6, isn't it?
D6, yeah.
I was thinking a 4 in my mind.
I think that's
It
old
used to be
wizard.
4.
Yeah, it used to be old wizard. There was 4, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ! You got players.
Oh, saved. Okay.
D6 plus.
Yep. It's a 3.
Looks like a 3.
3
cool.
plus.
3
middle, it's not too bad.
plus 1.
Plus 1?
Yep.
Okay, do you want to go on to... I'm not going to do it. I'm going to let you guys... I did it last time and it all got a bit weird where it was like, who's actually doing it? So I'm not going to touch it. Essentially, just go on onto your D&D Beyond. If anyone can't remember how to do it, someone who's doing it, you're doing it first, you can potentially tell everyone else if they
I
can't
don't know how
remember.
to do it. You did it for me
So in... It's in... I think it's in the actual builder. Let me quickly flip for it.
no, it might be plus 3. I think
No,
it's
you can just click on the max hit points, I think, and just change it.
Yeah, but you're better off doing it through. You're better off doing it through manage.
I wouldn't do it here because I did this last time, and this is where it went a bit weird.
Yeah, I don't do it that way. Do manage character.
Manage character.
Yeah, and then the first thing that comes up under character builder is in the top middle is like manage hit points. Do that.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
and where it says rolled hit points, you put in the hit points that you've rolled. So you should have what you've already rolled for your previous 2 levels, all right? Which should be max first level, whatever you rolled last level, and then whatever you rolled this level.
I basically add it on because it's there already, so I just add it on top of that.
Yeah, so if you've got 10 there already and you've just rolled a 3, add in a 3 to make it 13. All right, and then the character sheet will add in your con modifiers and any modifiers you might get through other feats or whatever else. But do it through there, and if you do it through the other way, Keith, sometimes it bugs it up. So do it. I'm going to take a picture, but make sure you're looking at this.
Adam, can I get your last dice roll and this dice roll, please, so I can note them down so we can know this for future.
So manage hit points. Okay, cool.
I'm going to post a picture, but it sounds like you're there already, Keith.
Yeah, the first one. As soon as you click on it to builder, it goes straight to it.
Yeah, so make sure you're looking at that. What I've just posted.
I know what I think you should be on, Ad, is in the total. Have you got any idea what you first rolled?
I can look it up. It's in our chat if I scroll up.
Can we roll from this?
Doesn't Stuart have all of them?
Yeah, Stuart. Okay.
No, I had your dice, your 3d6 dice. I don't think I rolled. I don't think I read down.
What I'll do is I'll go and watch the video afterwards. We did it on video, so I'll go and watch the video afterwards, and then that way I just want to note them down here underneath where I've got your characters on my surface. I'm going to note it down so that if ever in future I have each level the amount you've rolled, so that we can always add it back up in future if it went weird in some way.
I've got 16 health now.
I
did that right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so click on builder. Top right there. Should see like an anvil type.
Yeah.
Click on that.
Why, you're not going to roll dice? You're going to roll it through there?
No, I can't. It's not coming up with anything I can roll, so I'll just roll through Foundry.
Oh, you can do it that way. Either way.
And then manage hit points.
Who's next? Is that Keith? Is it?
Blue box.
So I just wait, yeah?
I've actually got
No, I'm lost.
There is no.
Nice.
Yeah, there is nothing there, Keith. You're right.
I've got a perfect average so far.
No, I think your last one was a bit worse.
Well, no, it told me what my average could be, and it is 16.
Hmm? Okay. I'm confused now. Maybe you did. I know one of you rolled somewhere middle.
I know, because the first one's fixed.
Yeah.
I
What
definitely rolled my
dice is it,
average last time.
Who's
So, yeah.
next?
What dice is it?
Candy. Candy,
Candy's
you're
next.
on
Is?
the square, the
Oh,
cube.
D6.
Oh, 6 dice, yeah?
Yeah.
D6.
Come on, Candy. Roll good.
2.
And then you're adding your
Ones and twos
constitution
again,
modifier.
innit?
What's that?
Ones and twos
Not
again.
ones and twos again, no, ones again.
Damn.
Not on a
And
D6,
It is technically ones and twos. It's
but not on a
technically-
D6.
It's only a 10 and a 12 that is the 1 and 2. So Candy, you're adding your constitution modifier on top of that, which
Yeah, I'm looking now.
I've got here.
If you do the rolled one, it does it for you.
No, yeah, don't add your con on.
Don't-
Just roll.
don't.
Just add in rolled hit
Oh,
points.
okay, yeah,
Increase that by 2. Increase.
Constitution is
So
plus-
increase.
No,
on that-
no. Candy, listen. Where it says
Yeah.
rolled hit points on your your
That-
character sheet, where it says rolled hit points, increase that by 2.
Go into that again.
Go into that again. Go to builder, yeah?
Yeah.
You should be look at the picture I've showed you on WhatsApp.
Then the blue
Yep.
button.
So
See-
put that up to 10. The rolled
It's
hit
on
points.
8, yeah?
If it's on 8,
Yeah.
yes, then change it to 10, and that should
Okay.
make. And then click apply, and then that should make all your. It should take all your constitution things and bonuses into place.
Yeah, and tell me what you're on, and I'll tell you if it's right.
So I'll go back to my character sheet now, yeah?
Yep.
Sorry. Be right with you. It's running slow.
Adam, refresh yours and just double check it to make sure when I was in there looking at it and mess anything up. I'm not doing
13,
awesome.
13. 13.
No, that's not right.
Yes.
Current hit points 13. Is that what I'm looking at?
What's your con?
Not current. Let me quickly look.
No, it's
What-
not
Wonder if
current
you're
hit points,
reading-
is it?
What were you looking for?
No,
Rolled.
no.
Yeah, no.
She might be right. She said total hit
No, no,
points.
it's wrong.
What's it?
No,
Is her
good.
con? Is she con better than 1 then? Is it?
No, it's 1.
All right. Well, then she's got 10
That's it,
plus
yeah.
3 is 13. So she's right.
13. That's right.
She said she had 8 rolled, and then she increased it to 10. So now she's on 13. That seems right. Unless she's got feats or something that increases her hit points.
What was the health before?
She
Yeah,
said,
she get
I,
3
I
from
was
the con,
10
didn't she?
before.
yeah, there
She
you
was
go.
10 before.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's
You're
right.
right, Candy. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That is right.
In that case, my thing's wrong on here. Technically, could have got away with
Am I okay now, yeah? Am I-
Yeah,
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 you're
You
good,
had
Candy.
10, didn't you? You had 10 before. You just rolled 2. You've got +1.
Yeah.
So that's 13.
Yep. That's all good.
Could have done with a bloody 6, would have been nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Always would.
Yeah.
And what I was saying was, I've got it written down wrong on my surface. You technically could have got away with more. That's what I was saying. Because I expected it to be
Oh,
more.
she was on 37 actually. I
No,
found
can
Yeah,
I-
she's
can
on
I-
Yeah, I-
can I- can
2.
I
you
agree
put me
with
on
David.
15?
I'm
You
looking
put
at
me
it
on
here.
15
so-
then. I'm
Well,
not greedy, I'll take 15.
Brad, you're the DM, so whatever you've got written down there, I'm sure is technically
No, I'm going to double
technically
check the ones that
correct.
are correct. What I'll do is I need to have them written down, like I said. So I'll go through at that point and I'll make for definite. So go with 13 for now, and if it is for some reason 15 and we did do it wrong, then I'll let you know next.
Okay.
But for now, we'll go with what we all roughly feel it is. But as I said, I'll go through because it is on the video when we all went through and did the rolls.
Well, if Candy, yeah, because the other thing is like, was Candy one of the people that rolled shit? I know I did.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
right, so
Yeah.
Candy, what? Yeah, so okay, then that's right then, because I think it was
Yeah.
me and Candy were the only people that rolled 2s, and everyone else rolled really well.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, Adam
That's it.
rolled, so that's not high. But
brilliant.
everyone else rolled high, and you two rolled shit. I think that's how it went.
I
Right,
think
okay.
Adam rolled average, I think.
I
All the
think
way
I-
through.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think you rolled about average.
Okay,
Wow.
who's next? Who's next?
Chris.
Christopher.
Okay.
Christopher.
Go on,
So-
Chris.
Brad, second level, I rolled 8. So +2 was 10.
Don't worry about it, Chris. I'll look at that.
Okay.
Go, Chris.
Go on, Chris.
Good luck.
3.
Oh, jeez.
Indeed.
Plus 2, which is
You're
5.
on 25, yeah?
My condolences.
Brad, could you do me a favour?
Yeah.
Could you do it for me from the DM side?
Roll the D8.
Because- Yeah, because I have problems with overriding, and if you're the DM doing it, because I've messed it up because I'm on 19 at the moment. When I leveled, it went down to 19 for some reason.
Okay, so I can
Yeah, because
check
it's
them out.
already added your con. That's why. Probably.
So if you could just make that
Oh, it went.
25, please, mate. My current.
I'm gonna need to check on a settings strip. It might be that he's got not manual hit points on or something like
Oh, right. Okay.
that. So I'm just gonna quickly check now first.
Yeah, please.
They did also change the way the options look.
That's
as
a
well.
load of old shit, wasn't it?
Hmm.
Well, that's
Oh, well.
three lots of old shit. Right, come on, David. It's down to me and you, mate. And Keith. Oh, Keith as well. So
One sec. One
I
sec.
rolled
One
it.
sec. One
Yeah,
sec.
yeah.
One
So
sec.
David must be next, then Keith, then me. Oh, Jesus Christ! I've got to wait till last.
Hmm.
1 second. I want Bradley to fix this for me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the settings are right. I don't know why it went weird there. So rolled. So you say you rolled an 8 first of all, and then a 3.
Music's suddenly
Correct,
come on.
mate. Yes. Yeah.
It's potentially. Did you take out? The first one would have been 8.
Because when I did my levels of 3, for some reason I did maybe something with the hit points, and I keep messing it up on
Yeah, you
David's
need
game
to
as
make
well.
sure your rolled hit points is showing correctly.
Mm.
So if your 3 levels of cleric, it should be 8 plus whatever you rolled last time plus the 3.
Yeah, so it's 8, 8, 3.
Yeah. I think what you've done, Chris, you might have managed it, and you've essentially taken out the first level, which shows up as 8 points.
Yeah, that's
So
why
what
you
you-
shouldn't do your hit points in anywhere else other than manage hit points.
Yeah. So when we're doing them here, we're going to kind of, as I said, from the next thing onwards, I'm going to basically have them all written down so that they won't from here.
No
So
problem.
let me just go next.
So
But
let me know
was
when to refresh.
Yeah. Okay, you can refresh now. I was expecting you to be on 25 as well.
Brilliant, mate. Thank you. That's me done. Just need to make sure it's
Oh.
on.
So no one's still rolling 10s, are they? Everyone's still on 8s or lower. So I suppose.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Am I good
Who?
to roll?
Mm-hmm.
You an 8 as well, David.
I
Yeah,
don't know yet,
decent.
mate.
Yeah, well done, mate. Well done, Brad. Cheers, mate.
Did that come through?
Nothing yet.
No, we've only got.
How
a lot.
do I get the dice up here?
Yeah, I can't remember it either.
You type it in. Yeah.
You're going to have to type it in. I think looking at it, it looks like the thing that would have been there would have been something on the left-hand side. And all I can assume
You
is.
rolled a 3, David.
I
In
rolled a
D&D
3,
Beyond.
Yeah.
I thought it was
D&D
missing.
Beyond, I rolled a 3, but that's not where I wanted it to
Yeah.
roll.
It's not a D4, but what Adam's essentially put /R 1D, whatever your dice is.
/R
1d8.
1d8, and that's going to roll on in Luminor, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should do. Oh,
Yeah.
No, roll
Ah.
again. Roll again. He's got 1. That's fine. Roll again, mate.
/R
Mhm.
1d8.
Come on, David.
Oh, that's
Yay!
Well
Nice.
done.
Well done, mate.
Like,
Right, so that's no, that's right. I know what I'm doing now. That's cool. So just add that to manage hit points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Apply. That puts me on 30 hit points.
That's what I've got.
Nice.
Cool. That's me done then.
Jeez.
I'm just gonna stand behind everybody at the back and just look pretty, okay?
That's kind of what you're
you
supposed to do
should be
anyway.
doing anyway.
Right, Keith, you're up next.
It's key for D8 as well.
Yeah.
I'm writing it all down for you, Brad. So
Oh, that's good.
I'll send you a
Yeah.
picture.
Oh, you
2.
can't.
Oh,
mate.
come on, man.
Yeah.
So that's 24 for me.
Yeah.
So I just up that by 2. Apply. There you go. Done.
Cool, excellent. So you're done as well.
Come on, you bitch.
Kill you guys. So I'm gonna go through and do that.
Roll that dice, Stu.
Stuart, you're up now.
Hang on. I need to see.
No.
Nerves.
Go on, Stu.
We all roll 8s together.
Cashew.
fuck us, Fenton.
4.
Not bad.
It's
4
better.
isn't too terrible. That's a D8, isn't it?
Alright. It's all right.
Could be better.
Could be
Could be
better.
Is a fighter D8?
Mid.
Or have you gone up in stupid multi-classing again?
Disgusting, whatever it is.
You've gone up stinking multi-classing again.
Yeah, it's gone up in a sneaky
Yes.
multi-class, yeah.
Blech.
Fucking hell. I'm 3 behind average. That's wrong.
What's your max?
You can declare it if you want. You don't have to. I've got an amount.
Everyone else has, so that'd be a bit of dick if I don't. But, 25.
Work it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the amount I calculate as.
See? I told you I needed that ability, Brad.
That's not an ability. That's called cheating.
Isn't that the best you've rolled so far, though, on a D8?
Yes.
Then,
I've rolled a 2 and a 4 for my hit points, so
you obviously
I'm-
didn't warm that dice up enough, mate.
oh Jesus Christ, I was my hands were sweating by the time I'd rolled it.
Was it the metal dice?
Yeah.
It's
I,
really fun.
I'm buying a new set, Adam. I'm literally buying a new, because I have to keep the spirit of the dice because they're very lovely dice. They're beautiful dice, but they are utter shit. They roll like bollocks. Not one of, I think the D10 is the only one that rolls, and I very rarely use the D10. Actually, the D10 is the one I'm using to intercept to stop Candy getting twatted in the face. So that's the only that's the only dice that actually rolls well. The D20s don't. The D8 doesn't. The D6s, we know how my scores were because I was one of the lowest to roll in the fucking stat wise. So, but I've stuck with them through thick and thin. They've got me here so far. But I'm accidentally replacing them one at a time, so the rest of the dice don't realise that it's like, where's Bob the D20 gone? Oh, he was here yesterday.
Sorry.
So I remember that last we had the session included first of all going to find Balasar some familiars flying around to be able to find him, speaking with the Viridian Brotherhood, then going to speak to Levi. After
also
Levi,
spoke to
then
Mother.
went back to the temple, and you got cured. And then after the temple was when you was then looking for the missing persons. You was looking for the family. You searched around the house. Didn't manage to really find anything in the house. Everything seemed kind of not out of place. Then from there, you also checked the school. There was also the little girl went missing from the orphanage as well. So you also went around there and you checked there. And last, as I remember it, you were following out of town because you had the idea to do with the flowers on what kind of flowers the girl picked. But also you was heading to the farm of the father of the family to check because that's where he worked.
Right.
Sound about right?
Yep, that's
Yeah.
right, mate.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the girl's name's called Gwyn, wasn't it?
Who?
Gwen.
Gwen?
Gwen.
Gwen.
The little girl.
Gwendolyn.
Guild Wars.
Gwen.
Candy's got notes anyway, so
Yeah, I'm just looking at my bloody notes.
it's
Yeah.
got a book.
Can't
You
find
didn't
my
get you didn't get names of the family as such. You only got the name of the girl.
He's got the book, hasn't he? Sorry, Bulgarian's got the book. So
book.
The book, the journal of, or more so the pictures. She had like a small book with different pictures that she had in it, and had flowers in there as well, where she'd been collecting.
they had pictures.
She had some pictures as well. Do you remember the Quandra was looking at the pictures, asking to which Phantom was laughing at? Did she draw her the people who took her as such? Phantom
Yeah,
was
that's basically yeah.
when Quandra was like, she could have drawn something useful.
That sounds like me.
Phantom was just scoffing.
Did she draw it? I don't remember saying that, but yeah, it sounds like something I would have said. Did she draw her kidnappers?
I think it was actually Stuart who said it, but I'm putting it down as Fenton.
All right, okay.
Because it fit.
Yeah, that's probably right. Yeah.
So that's where we are. So right now you're headed outside of Elkinshaw.
Just to confirm, did she actually was the other any other pictures of any? Did Candy Condra find anything related to, like, did she draw pictures of a barn or a tree in a landscape or anything like that that could indicate a favoured place for the little girl to hide out as such? Or should I ask that in game too?
I didn't ask that question.
Okay,
so-
all right. Well, that's what. Can I have a look at the book, Quandra?
Yeah.
All right. I'll have a look and see if I can see any. I just wondered whether she might have drawn like a hidey spot.
Hmm.
The couple of drawings that are in there are.
I'll be as careful as I hand it back to Condra, and I say the pages are a bit thin on for my gauntlet, so perhaps.
Would you like me to have a flick through for you?
There we go. Yeah, that might be a better option. I just realised I was just like ripping out pages and all the flowers falling out. No, I don't do any of that. No, you're better off looking at it, lady.
Okay, so as you're looking through, the pictures themselves, for the most part, are lots of different random things, not anything continuously. But you do notice there's some different kind of landscapey kind of small sketches from what seem like parts of the town, is what you're guessing.
Christopher, did you bring McDonald's for the rest of us?
You know it's not McDonald's, yeah?
Was that his role?
It's like not even pretending. You fucking put it on camera. You could have like eaten it off camera. He put it right underneath. No, you can keep your apple pie, you mug. That's disgusting.
No.
Mug.
Be like that, guys.
Bit harsh.
Isn't it, for an apple pie?
Bit harsh.
Bit harsh.
Anyway.
My apologies. Yeah, that's probably one of the most offensive words in my language. Actually, it's worse than cunt. You could be a friendly. Oh, you cunt. But mug. That's offensive to me. So my apologies, Chris. I didn't mean to call you that. I take that
I'm
back.
totally offended by that.
Yeah, I take that back because mug is normally reserved for someone I don't like. You fucking mug. Whereas cunt is a term of endearment to some people. So yeah, my apologies.
Okay, so moving on.
Yes, sorry. That better not be a strawberry milkshake. No, it's banana, you mug.
Oh.
It
Can't be banana.
is. It is.
Game.
Yeah, delete him.
Anyway, the pictures are simple sketches from different places. Kind of in your mind, you're not putting together as, oh, this is here, this is here. Probably at most there may be something that looks courtyardish, like the large courtyard that's in kind of in the middle of Elkinshaw. But the pictures are not great. They're not like any kind of fantastic thing. The girl is only young, so it's almost like crayon drawing. You know what I mean? They're not like perspective and everything else. So you kind of assumptions as to what you think they are. But there is no obvious, oh, this is this, other than probably that square seems a bit more obvious.
Sorry about that.
There's no sort of point of interest on there that we would probably pick up.
No, not in the sense that, because the pictures are drawn by a young girl, they're not, as I said, they're not like got perspective. They're not. It's not a case where you're looking at them. The only one that you can kind of make is that one that's of kind of like the courtyard square, and more so because there's kind of like some kind of crude, almost the awning over some of the market stalls that can sometimes be there. Some of them have awnings, some of them are just tables. And in the picture, you can kind of see what feels like as if it would be that. So that's about the most you can kind of make out. The rest of them are like a tree with a cat with it. They're not kind of anything obvious as such. As I said, she's only young, so you're not able to just lift it up to, oh, that's that.
this town we're in,
Unless you have some special skill that I'm unaware of.
Brad, in this town we're in, to get
Yeah.
out of the town in each direction and wherever it is you can get out, are they gatehouses and stuff like that with guards
They are
outside?
houses. There is the main one where you came through, kind of leads that direct road all the way down to the centre courtyard of Elkinshaw, but there is also left and right. So effective, like where the town, if you think of the wall, you was coming in from what is the north gate, coming down straight down to kind of where the shoreline is. But if you go out kind of east and west, there are gates in those directions as well. You just haven't seen them. But you would know of that there were 2 more.
So
gates.
I asked the guards and what have you that are with us.
Which
Do they know of? Can they remember seeing these leave to walls when they sort of disappeared? Like obviously you've done some sort of investigating, I'm guessing.
Not really. We didn't even get this far.
Ah,
Before this, it was hearsay. It wasn't a definite. We had no proof. Specifically, kind of came and checked out. The reports have kind of came in, but there's no like. If you think these people haven't got someone who knows them who've come and told us they've gone missing, it's just we've heard random things. There's been no kind of proper person coming here to push us to go and look for someone because they're missing. They're just missing, and we're now kind of following it up because you guys are following it up. This is not something we've been already running down. Isn't that why you're here?
yeah, but obviously something must have been said before.
Not
I'm
as
guessing not.
Yeah, not as something we've chased.
Maybe that's something that's got to be rectified in the town.
It is by you been here.
But a month later,
I start edging closer to this Saki guard.
anyway,
The man's got a point.
There's no proof. We can't run around to everything anyone comes and tells us. I'm sure.
The whole family goes missing. You do nothing about it.
No one came. Anyone who knew these people. There's not the mum of the girl, like even the orphan owner. They've kind of put in a report not so long ago, but it wasn't someone actively coming to tell us that they're missing and we need to go looking for it. It was merely a report that this person has gone missing, and this is the point at which it's now being followed up.
I mean, that's all you had to say. You didn't have to say it in that way, did you?
It just seems strange that a family and a young girl have both gone missing within the same circumstances.
Cool, let's carry on.
Within a couple of weeks.
Mm.
So yes, but no. People do go missing.
A whole family?
That's
Not
fine.
often the whole family, I'd say no, but people do go missing. People fall in the docks and just disappear. And
Oh yeah, definitely. No, I do understand that.
outside the walls, there could be things that could carry you off quite easily.
The girl go missing before the parents, yeah?
Say that again?
Did
No,
the
I
girl
think she
go
was-
missing before the parents?
I think she was after. It's not the girl's parents. You had the husband and wife and 2.
The family was about 5 weeks ago, and the girl was about a month ago.
Yeah.
So the family went just beforehand. But this is only in terms of report.
Okay.
It's been on for months and just non-reported.
Does
When it was reported.
Does anybody remember anything unusual around the times? Do you know? Did you hear of anything unusual, like stranger wandering, or?
There wasn't an event or anything like that, if that's what you're thinking. 5 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, it was probably an ordinary day. There wasn't like a town. There's a market in town often, but there wasn't like a seasonal event.
Right.
There was nothing like that.
Okay.
Let's make our way to that farm place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we are anyway, I think.
Is that where we are?
So which way are you
No
going
way.
now? Which way are you going out? Because there's 3 gates. The direction you're heading off is east. You're going probably only about 30 minutes from the walls, from the keep, kind of the gatehouse keep. You're only going about 30 minutes from there. Like, by the time you get to the keep and look out, you'd be able to see the house or farmstead kind of thing in the distance. It's not that far.
So are we at the farm now?
No, are you going out East Gate in North Gate? Is it matter? You're just getting there?
Well, obviously, I think we need to head towards the farm. So which would be the...
Whichever gate's closest.
Yeah, which would be the best way, please.
Okay, so that's probably the East Gate because it's over on the east side. So you kind of, where you are, you're kind of still, from the start of when we started, is you're still at that area where the house kind of was, where the school, the orphanage. That's the kind of cheaper side of town where the buildings are more made out of kind of wood, less fancy. Fairly kind of large part of the town. Lots of little small roads, lots of little alleyways as you're kind of passing through it. It feels in the walk, which I guess the ones of you who know the area, it's longer to walk through this part of town. This end of the town is actually larger than, say, when you're walking straight down north. That area seems almost like as if it's prominently been built around that road, and the rest of the town has kind of fanned out kind of around it. But this area seems to be part of growth in the town, in as much as there's definitely a cheap underside of the town itself that is the workers, that kind of stuff. So this area is a lot larger than the more affluent areas as such. Thank you. So you make your way through the east gate. You get to the east gate. That you've got about 6 to 8 kind of guards. 2 of them definitely standing either side of the door, kind of either spears or long polearm type weapons generally. The other kind of 5 to 6 guards that you generally get around are, some of them could be on the inside, and they're generally kind of armored up with shields. Again, seems very similar to the same amount of kind of guards that you get on the north entrance as well. As you make your kind of way out, you look across, and as I said, you get to the outside of the gate. You've still got the group of town's guard, they're still with you. And as you get to the edge of the gate, you look out and you can see. So outside of it,
Brad,
the roads themselves, you've got over towards your left, you can actually see the main road, which Sammy and Belgarian, you actually came in on. Where you've walked out isn't as much of a kind of big main road as that road is. You've walked out on what is essentially more like a little dirt road. It's not, the one on the other road is a proper compact, proper kind of road, whereas this one's more of just like a dirt kind of road, probably still 10, 12 feet across, but more just mud, more obviously service use kind of thing. You can see over in the distance at least 3 kind of farm sort of the gatherings of buildings, so over kind of, and then another one kind of just slightly over, just slightly in a further distance from that. You can see them, they're kind of farm buildings with a couple of outbuildings like that, and as you look from here you can see them, and as I said, it's only about 30 minutes away. It's not far. So you make your way as a group. Anyone doing anything on the way, or you just getting
Brad,
the...
just can I pick up Storm on my way through?
it will be back going back the other way if you wanted to do that.
All right, don't worry about it then.
You've done just no. Have you? Because I forgot about that. Are we thinking the same thing here with your level?
Yeah.
Is that automatic, or that is automatic, isn't it?
Yeah.
That isn't like a take time to do or anything. Yeah, okay. I'll find a way.
I'll just do a quick detour. I'll go and pick up Storm, and I'll catch up with people.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
All right.
Okay. So Sammy kind of goes back off, going to get Storm. You guys kind of carry. There is a lot of you, troop of guards with you as well.
I'm going with Sammy.
What's that? Are you gonna go with Sammy?
Yeah.
But you're so talkative. Okay, so you 2 split off and go that way. The 4 of you carry on with the group of guards onto the farmhouse. You get to what is not the furthest away, probably like the middle 3 that you could see from that kind of gate. As you look over towards the other side, there's more. There's definitely at least a good 10, 12 farms you're assuming kind of spread out around the outer walls. And you can see the fields. The fields generally have like planted crops in them, and closer to the buildings, closer to the farms themselves, are kind of like animal pens with horses, pigs, that sort of stuff, which usual kind of thing you would assume from a farm. So you get up to the farm itself, and it's a kind of a nicely built, kind of well built wooden kind of structure. Large barn, kind of like a 2-story house with a kind of veranda around it, and then at least another kind of 3 animal pens just kind of situated around it. And then obviously the dirt road, which kind of carries on through it and past to what is essentially another farm. So what do you guys want to do once you're there?
So do you know which farm he worked at particularly, or was
This one you've come to
he?
is the one
Yeah, running.
that you've assumed, like the one that you've deduced from speaking to the guards and everything else, and the lady next door who you spoke to as well. This is the one that you found out is the one that you would work at.
Well, I think we should go and find somebody to talk to them.
I just organise the guards into watch positions, Corin. Just fan out.
Yeah.
I think we should head to the farmhouse first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, following your lead, lady.
Okay, so we're going to go to the farmhouse and knock on the door.
Give me a sec.
Kicking in that.
Okay. First of all, you're at the knocking on the door, and kind of no one's answering.
Is there any farm people out? Like, doing
You look
whatever?
at it and you can see there are a couple of people in the fields around you, merely shouting distance away.
I go and ask one of them, like, is the owner about?
Okay, nearest one to you is someone who's got like in the field and is cutting down some sort of large grass kind of crop. It's got all kind of big, kind of sun hat on, effectively.
Sorry, how many guards are with me?
About 6. 6
Right,
and Robert.
I direct 2 to stand by on each side of the farmhouse building that we're looking at, and 2 stay with us.
Okay, you got a big barn as well, which is as large as the farmhouse itself as well.
All right, 2 to go near the barn. They don't go out of our sight.
Okay.
Just stay within sight. Just stand there and just look, and then if you've got a better angle to warn if anything's coming round. So I'm just talking quietly to them while Belgarian and Quandra are doing their bits and pieces.
I'm just going to keep an eye out in case anyone's watching us or we seeing
Kind
any.
of similar area with Fenton.
Yeah.
So
I'm staying.
Going off to the guy in the field.
Yeah. I'm staying with like at the front of the farmhouse with 2 guards.
Cool.
2 guards gone off to the 2 guards have gone to the farmhouse or to a little way on to have a look at the farmhouse, but again within my sight. 2 guards down the left side of the farmhouse and 2 guards down the right of the farmhouse.
They don't seem to be taking kind of telling them where to go.
I missed that. Did you say they're not taking any notice of me?
It's gonna keep beeping in my ear. They don't seem to be taking from you.
You broke up then.
You broke up twice. You kept saying the same thing. They don't seem to be taking, and then it went quiet, and that's twice he's done it.
They don't seem to be taking any real issue ordering them in terms of what to do.
Okay. Well, that's good.
They don't seem overly grumpy or anything like that.
Good. Okay.
I think you're kind of assuming that that where you've already fought with the other fighter, that he knows you, he knows that Balasar knows you well, that kind of thing. So that's your assumption as to why they're listening to you.
Okay, so I'm going to approach the person with the big farm sun hat
Yeah,
on.
he
And,
doesn't notice you at first.
pardon?
He doesn't notice you. He's working hard at the moment.
I clear my throat a bit loudly, so hopefully he can hear me. And then I'm going to ask if he knows the owner or someone in charge we can talk to, please.
And then he turns into a rat.
He looks up. Can I help you? Why are you here?
Hi, yes. I was just wondering if it's possible to speak to the owner or a person in charge, please.
That would be Dustin. He's out the back of his house. He's currently working on a wagon.
Thank you very much. So I'm gonna walk around the back of the house.
Okay, so as you kind of make your way back around, I'm guessing, Benton, you're still kind of keeping the soldiers as they were, kind of in a position, kind of looking at doors, that sort of stuff. Quinn, I'm assuming you're kind of milling around in the same sort of capacity.
Yeah.
So Bulgarian and Quandra, you go around, and as you do, you can see some kind of legs sticking out from what is a kind of wagon that seems to be kind of the front wheels are off, and it's kind of tipped down, and he's just like legs sticking out, and he's laying under it. What do you do?
I'm going to knock on the wagon so he can hear me. I don't want to frighten him, so he sort of like jumps up and hits his head on it or anything. So I'm going to knock thing and go. Excuse me.
I'll be to lunch in a bit shortly. I'll finish this.
I do beg your pardon, Dustin, but
That's back.
I'm here regarding a missing. What?
He kind of slides out. Oh. And he kind of brushes himself down, stands up. He's even kind of got like a small sore in his hand and puts them down. How can I help you? What's going on here?
Hello.
Basically, we're here in just to find out some more information about one of your missing employees that went missing about, I do believe, 5 weeks ago.
Yeah, just disappeared. Didn't come into work one day. I have no idea why. Didn't say why. Just didn't come in.
Has he ever not shown up for work?
He was fairly reliable. I'm sure there might have been a time or two when he might have got sick or something like that, but most of the time he was a reliable worker.
Did you notice his demeanor, his character, his attitude, anything change just before he disappeared?
No, nothing out of the ordinary. He came into work as usual, worked generally on the fields. I guess he didn't speak a lot. Wasn't someone who'd come in and messed around. He was generally a good worker, came in, done what he needed to get done, and left. Yeah, he didn't give me any trouble.
Would you happen to know who his next of kin is, or like who we would contact in case of emergencies?
He never gave me that information.
Did he have family nearby, or
he didn't talk much?
Of?
He wasn't someone who'd come and tell us much of what was going on. He was a man who kept himself to himself. I only know he has a family because at some point he would have mentioned something about having to go home for dinner, that kind of thing, see the children. So I knew he had children, but I don't know much else about his family.
Does he have like a work area where he would leave any like work clothes or anything that we could have a look at?
Most of the stuff we've got is shared stuff. It'd be in the barn. It would be the scythes, tools, digging sort of implements.
Would it be okay if we went in and had a look?
Yeah, you can. The barn, just over there, a big barn. We go just in. Go just into the entrance. Be careful because there are some cattle in there. But as long as you don't go in making a big noise, I'm sure you'll be fine.
Bulgarian, anything you would like to ask?
What was he like the last day he was here?
As normal, as much as I remember. I remember him coming in the morning, and I told him what kind of areas need some work, and off he went. And then at the end of the day, he left.
Well,
Did a little girl ever come up here from the orphanage picking flowers?
Unless
Or-
you came and spoke to me, I wouldn't have
no,
noticed.
we haven't noticed. Okay.
No, we're normally too hard. We're working flat out to make sure that the town's got enough food. Had some hard winters recently. The old wagon seems to have given up a bit. That's causing me trouble as well.
Do you ever meet his wife or anything?
No, I don't remember ever meeting his wife. Like I said, he generally kept quiet. He wasn't. Yeah. I felt like I did, and I took him up. Sorry.
That's all right.
Um. What was I saying? Sorry.
About the wife.
Yeah, no, he says no because he was quiet. He did. It wasn't like his wife would. Maybe his wife come up and delivered him lunch one day. I can't really remember. He was too quiet. I don't really remember much he did. He just came and worked, got done. All I remember is that the fields were tended to, while the cattle were worked on and fed, and what I needed done was done. I don't really. I haven't had him as a worker forever.
Mm.
How long has he been with you, if you don't mind me asking?
Only about a year. I think he was the kind of person who would take up jobs, work in a job for so long, and eventually,
Right.
if another job came along that was for some reason he wanted, would take that job.
Okay.
Do you need any help with your wagon or anything, or are you okay? Or
I've got the tools and the supplies. It's just time.
okay. Well, thank you very much for your time. I'm just going to go and meet my other friends outside, and if we're going to go and see your into the barn, we won't disturb
Sure.
your cattle or anything.
Where you worked, has it been touched since he's been gone? I'm guessing it has.
He just kind of motions out to the. Don't know. Don't know what sneaks around here at night.
Wherever field he cleared, has that been
What was
touched?
he doing last? I think he was reseeding that field over there. As far as I'm aware, it's all fine.
Have we caught up yet, Brad?
Not yet, no.
Okay, so I'm going to go back around the front, and I'm going to go. meet up.
Quandra, did you ask
Benton.
about what's in the barn?
Yeah, we're going to go and have a look in the barn now.
Oh right, okay.
He's given us permission to go and have a look in the barn because that's where all their shared tools and everything was. So if he's left anything behind, we might be able to find it. He just said be careful of the cattle.
Can I go and check the field where he last was working?
You can.
I can't do that.
Okay, so I'm guessing Fenton, you going with Quandra? She's come back.
Yes, yeah.
I'll go as well with Condra.
Okay, so you three are going in there, and Belgaron's going over to the field.
The guards, I'll just leave them outside. Just
Okay.
Keep and watch.
Yeah, just looking
Um,
out.
Okay, so the field itself, there's nothing unusual. The field
Actually,
looks like...
two guards go with Belgarian.
Okay, cool. Okay, so they kind of catch up. The field itself, Belgarian, you look the ground itself. It feels like it's been kind of turned over recently. It doesn't look like there's no. It looks as a field would look, as best you
Okay, so it has been touched recently.
Yeah, it has been done, but not in the last week or so. The earth itself is kind of like it's not literally just been turned over, but you can see the field has been worked on fairly recently.
Okay. Yeah.
So the barn itself.
Huh?
So the barn, the guys are moving to the barn. You get to the barn, the big doors are slightly ajar. You kind of lift it open, fairly heavy door, and as you kind of walk inside and your eyes adjust, you can see that there's loads of cows at the back of this large barn. In front of it, there seems to be kind of not rickety, but not the best fence. If they wanted to charge, they would definitely charge out of it, but they don't seem to be fairly docile at the back of the barn itself. As you look over kind of to your right hand side, and you can see exactly like you were saying, there is just wealth of tools, all sorts of scythes and sickles, shovels, wheelbarrows, just a whole wealth of it, kind of fairly nicely organised on the wall and around it.
Huh?
Warn Fenton not to scare the cows.
Fenton, behave and don't do any sudden movements, please.
Yes, lady.
There is a bit of a precariousness about the fence. You can see it's definitely not.
Oh, I'm
strong
not
enough.
touching anything in a minute. That's quite an apt cup, Brad.
Now. So what are you doing? You're inside the barn. The three
What's
of
the
you.
cup? What's the cup?
Okay, you steam.
Adam boy for me.
Very good.
And that's why you all got low hit points. Calm.
Adam, you jinxed us.
I see what he was doing. So whilst he couldn't actually go onto his screen properly, what he was doing was fiddling with our hit points. So,
Yeah.
Let's over here.
It was. He's got a little voodoo doll over there full of dice.
You'll never know the secret. Only part of the table. Okay, so you're in the barn. What are you three kind of doing in the barn?
I'm just gonna have a
Try not to break anything.
I'm just gonna have a walkabout over by the tools and by the equipment to, like, obviously, I don't know, maybe look for blood or scuffs or anything that just doesn't look right.
And Quinn, what are you doing?
Can I go look at the cows?
You leave Daisy alone.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just standing
And
at the
Buttercup.
entrance. Yeah.
No arse scrubbings neither.
Yeah. No anal brass rubbings.
I wonder if I could get an investigation check from you.
Investigation is at what?
Senior skills,
Skill, investigation skill.
which is roll D20 and add whatever your investigation, which should be quite good for you.
Investigation is is +7, so it's a D20, yeah.
Yeah, and then plus your 7.
Oh, fuck's sake! Rolled a 1.
She rolled a 1.
Oh, 1.
Do I get to roll that again?
Not unless you're a halfling.
Yeah.
Inspiration.
So
I haven't got one left.
She gets a splinter.
Yeah.
So as you kind of go over there, you're kind of peering to kind of look, see if there's any kind of marks, any kind of blood and everything. And as you step back, you bang your head on a scythe, and as it does, it falls down, falls into a bucket. The bucket's like clang, 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 and immediately, Quinn, your eyes go wide as the cows just go, ooh.
Run, Fenton!
I'm slowly backing out.
The cows look like they're about to charge for the door. Anyone do anything?
Yes,
Animal handling someone, anyone.
I've gone.
Run.
No, not run. No, not run. No sudden moves. I'm slowly backing away, and I've made the nod to the guards as well. So me and the two guards are slowly backed out of the barn.
Quinn, what is your first fault? You're kind of near in the middle of them.
How many cows are there?
At least
18.
9. That was a rough count. 9.
Just don't hurt Daisy and Buttercup.
Their eyes are wide. They're looking straight at that door. Split second. What are you doing?
Anal brass rubbing.
Can I put the cows to sleep?
Go on then. You can cast.
Oh wow!
At second level.
Go on then.
At second
roll
level, bloody hell!
I will not let these cows defeat me.
Let's see.
I've got 7d8, I think.
Yeah. I'm writing down a number of what I think they'll be.
5. 10. 3.
15,
7.
22,
7.
29,
1.
30,
1 more. 5.
35.
Okay. So you just immediately just start casting, and around you just cows just start falling down. Probably
One
don't
don't land
even
on you.
normally stand up. You imagine that this forced sleep has taken them by surprise, and they haven't slept naturally. Some of them seem to be falling over. Maybe 1 or 2 of them still stand
Cow
up.
tipping. Cow tipping.
Out of the back of them, you don't seem to have got them all, and 2 of them just come charging through. Dice.
Are we gonna have a Fenton moment?
Do I get a dex save?
No. You had your moment.
Get ready to.
I'm fine. I'm all right, Chris. I've backed out of the room. I've backed out of the
Mate,
barn.
they're coming for you, mate.
No, they're going to run out and charge just as you and Sammy arrive.
One of them
Burst out the barn.
Because I can say the word Fenton as well.
You manage to quickly back out of the way, Quinn, out of the way of one of them, and as you do, you put your back right against the other one, and it headbutts you right in the back, and you just kind of fall to the side. You take 5 bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
You seem to be being the one getting affected by environmental effects. It seems.
I get more damage from the environment than not.
So you end up like skidding down on the floor in the mud. Oh, and you're just like.
You think it's mud?
Was that Daisy or Buttercup?
That was definitely a buttercup.
Yeah, Buttercup's a dick, so it's definitely Buttercup.
And then you essentially you just get outside the door, kind of almost creeping out at speed, and you get out and you bounce out the door.
Now, that's what I call fast
Creep
food.
out at speed.
And then all of a sudden, slightly, like literally 30 seconds away, you can hear Daisy, Buttercup, and you can see the farmer running off from.
Oh dear.
You don't find anything useful about the tool.
Okay, that was a bit of fun.
Brad,
Or,
on our way up to join them at the farm,
yeah.
I'm just keeping an eye out for any of the flowers that were pressed.
Okay.
With my
I would
keen
say that you
memory.
probably come across, as I said, they're more. Last time I was.
No, can't hear you.
Right,
Silent,
lost
mate.
ya.
You've gone silent.
Ooh, what's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you get
So-
too far away from your mic.
Yeah.
Right here.
All right.
Oh, that's scary.
Too close. Too close.
Again.
I'd rather not hear you, mate.
But bring back Daisy and Buttercup, all's forgiven.
Maybe I'm chatting the loud bits too high and it's turning it down for me.
I think we was looking for that anyway when we.
Yeah, so last time I said that the flowers are not like a rare flower. They're kind of more like weed flowers that grow on the side of roads.
Yeah.
They can grow in different places. You definitely come across a few of them on your way out. You kind of walk along as you do. You kind of notice that some of them, there's a couple more. Kind of things that grow near like a small fence post and just a small kind of weedy kind of bush. One in particular is more of a kind of almost white daisy kind of looking weed sort of thing. You definitely see them and 1 or 2 other simple pictures that she's drawn. Again, a young person drawing. They're not overly elaborate, but enough to kind of go, that's probably them. So you definitely do see them on your way on the dirt road.
Brad, also at some point when I'm with Samuel, I'm going to try communicate with Samuel telepathically.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Hello, is anyone there?
Hello.
Well, I think I can.
Is it me you're looking for?
It depends. Can I hear him, Brad?
He's
Right.
finding out.
I did.
No, you get nothing. Nothing. Sammy, you don't get anything, and Leonidas, nothing kind of comes back.
Okay, right, no problem.
Same sort of thing as what happened with Fenton.
Yep.
Right, so I slowly come out of the barn a bit shook up,
Sheepish.
but also with a little grin on my face because I found it rather amusing.
Quinn's dusting himself out,
Yeah,
probably.
I want prestidigitation myself.
Yeah, I was about to say you're walking out.
Yeah. Make it look like nothing happened.
Yeah.
I'll make him. I'll wait till I had like a little scamp around that Brad. I'll walk back to let him lot.
Okay, you can hear the kerfuffle of the cows charging off.
I take it you
I'm
didn't
gonna-
find anything.
No.
I just still want to look around the cow bit. You know, if anything hidden underneath the cow bit, you know.
The cows
Go
are all
for
in
it.
now, so
There's no cows in there now,
I mean,
so
there's still 7 cows in there asleep.
yeah, well, they're asleep, but
You've got 7 of them.
Rather
anything hidden in their pen?
Roll the investigation check.
Rolls a 1, wakes all the other donkeys up.
One.
Oh, one, thank you. That's a 3. So
We're rolling well today.
ain't
Wow.
we just?
Welcome 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
8. 8
You go in and it just, you're trying to look around, but you're just thinking another one's going to hit me. Another one's going to hit me. You just can't focus enough on looking around. You don't seem to find anything.
I'm gonna leave expediently.
So his uniforms and that in the barn was there.
He doesn't have so much of a uniform as kind of standard
Overalls and stuff
clothes.
like that. Huh?
Say again?
Overalls and stuff like that.
Not so much overalls. There'd be things like gloves. In terms of what he'd wear kind of workwear, come in some sort of hard wearing kind of clothes.
Probably jeans
Not-
and a shirt like they normally do.
Yeah,
What farmers would.
nothing that's provided to him as a uniform. It would be
Okay.
more his own clothes that were hard wearing clothes suitable for crafting.
When we checked your house, was there any clothes still there?
There was clothes still there. Everything seemed like as if the best way of describing it is it looked normal, other than you did find things like there was food that was still there that had gone off. So it wasn't like it was frozen in time, but at the same time, it was just another day. There was no signs of struggle, no
It was
mess.
just like walking back into a house after being on holiday for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it was that kind of thing.
Well, I'm gonna suggest that. I don't know. I think we need to sit down and go over everything and then decide what our next point of call is going to be. Because I'm at a
Yeah.
loss now. We've
Okay.
searched the farm, we've searched the orphanage, we've searched the house, we've asked majority of the people we can ask if anything they.
Do we turn up yet, Brad?
Yeah, by about now you guys would get there.
Okay.
Oh, welcome back,
Sammy,
Sammy and Leo.
It
Would they
wasn't
know-
me.
guessing.
Sorry, what was that? Mate?
I'm guessing they would notice your thing now.
Yeah.
So do you want to explain that to them?
Uh,
I would say
what
that
if
the way you've done it was you'd already pre-worked on certain stuff like that, and you've merely gone back and just almost done the equivalent of your mace. You would have essentially kind of activated, and it was.
Yeah. So my cute little doggy, who was pulling the cart. So not so little, but he was cute. He's now sort of more muscular looking. He's a lot meaner. He's become a lot more angular.
He's larger as well.
And larger than what he was. And he looks a bit scary now.
I
Almost
approve.
Effectively like a wolf, a metal wolf, black metal, slight shine to him as well.
So it's like he's had an upgrade.
Oh, he's definitely had an upgrade, yeah.
It almost looks like he's come back with a different one.
Have
There's
you got a
something
cart?
about
Have you got the cart with you as well, David?
No, we didn't bring the cart.
Oh, okay.
No.
So the pair of them are riding on the back of a mechanized wolf.
He looks cool.
No, they're walking. I don't have a picture as such. Did we have a picture?
I did give you a picture.
Um,
I'm sure I did.
Yeah, come on. Where's the picture?
I'll give it to you next time because I don't know if Foundry's going to do something weird. I may not see it and all that sort of stuff. So I'll hold that off till next time. I'll show you a picture.
So I feel Sammy and Leo in what's just happened with Daisy and Buttercup. How Fenton skirted around the outside of the barn very slowly.
What?
Okay.
And how we haven't really found anything, so I think we should take the time to sit down and discuss what we're going
You
to
might
do.
want to go and apologise to the house owner about
Oh,
letting
I
his
will.
cows out.
Quinn.
Also, did Quinn kill half of them?
Roger's right near you and he goes, "You're going to have to
Killed
catch
half the cows.
Well, they're looking a
No.
bit dead in there.
I do believe they're only sleeping.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, probably.
They're fairly loud sleepers. You can hear them.
Cow snores.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm actually feeling a bit hungry now.
Quinn, I'll speak to Quinn telepathically. I said to Quinn, so we've asked them, enough questions in regards to the old man and going missing. Did we find out much about his characteristics?
We didn't really find out much.
Just
No, you can't.
No, I'm talking to Quinn.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't find out much in general from the farm I found. Besides that, I hate cows.
Because it seems like we're on a bit of a lost cause. So, if he's a sort of characteristics of, I'm trying to think what I was going to think. If he's what's the word I'm looking for? If he's quite, when someone does something over and over again. So, does what gate does he enter work at? A creature of habit. Yeah, a creature of habit. So does he go for his lunch at a certain time? Does he leave at the gate at a certain time? Does he come in at a particular gate? So we can sort of backtrack potentially.
Does he eat his chips before his burger?
Yeah. Forget about the chips for the burger.
Well, that's all I could think about. You left the burger and you ate all the chips. I couldn't get it out of my head. What is he doing? What is he doing? Surely he's going to eat a bit of burger now. No, he's still going through the chips.
I eat all my chips first.
The chips go colder quicker, didn't they?
Yeah, I eat all my chips
first.
Yeah,
then the burger.
Oh goodness.
Still getting annoyed the way I eat my McDonald's.
There's a picture in
Yeah, I've had
D&D info.
Maybe one to find a now. In regards to that, I'll tell Quinn before we leave.
What he looks like now.
Oh, where's the picture?
Oh, very good.
D&D info.
In D&D info, yeah. That's what he looks like now.
Wow.
And that's a definite, obvious shift. He looked more like a kind of smaller fox, more like a fox kind of esque, kind of smaller, sturdy kind of thing. Whereas now it looks far more vicious.
But where the yellow is, it's blue. It's not. I just couldn't find blue lights.
Who's Photoshop you, Muppet?
No, that's effort. And then
Fair of the mind, Stuart. Fair of the mind.
Yeah, exactly. No, I can't unsee it now. It's yellow to me.
So, Quinn, are you going to go and talk to the farm, to Dustin?
Let's go talk to Dustin.
Dustin's gone. You just don't even see him now. He's gone.
I think he knows his cows escaped.
Of the cows in the distance.
Is there any farmhands around?
The one that was originally spoken to, he's still over there, kind of looking, nodding his head, rolling his eyes from a distance.
Yeah, we'll go talk to him.
Yeah, I think that might be helpful if you can find that out. Just narrows it down a little bit.
What was the
'Cause at the
man?
moment we've got nothing.
Yeah.
What was the man's name?
You didn't
We don't know the
You don't
farmhand
know the name.
name.
NPC 1.
Gumbo.
Oh, we're gonna get a lot out of this, dude.
And Brad, you did say that he left in the evening, yeah, and then he didn't return the next day.
From work. He left to leave work to go home, but didn't come back next day.
Okay, cool.
So he didn't go missing on site. He went missing after he left.
Yeah. Wasn't here. Just didn't turn up for work as such next day.
Right. Wait, do we know if he got home?
There's no way to confirm it. No one yet has confirmed that.
No, we can't confirm that yet.
You would imagine the people most likely to confirm it are the people who are also missing.
Yeah.
That is the case, yeah.
It's rather inconsiderate.
Very helpful.
Farmhand says, I would probably suggest you go because I don't think Dustin's going to come back in a good mood after all that running. He's not a runner.
Oh dear.
Maybe leave a little bit of gold, lady, to kind of or silver rather, sorry, to kind of maybe appease him a little. Might help, might not. It's up to you.
How far away is he, Brad?
Now probably about 5 feet. Still running.
Okay,
Stuff being kicked up in the air by the two cows. The cows look like they're loving it. As you can see them kind of almost.
Why don't you send new metal doggy after it?
Oh yeah, I was thinking, could I send him down there? Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna send
that won't
Saber down
make
Go
the
on.
Cobra, that won't make the cows run any faster, will it?
there to circle round and herd them back.
I gotta try and help out as well.
I'm gonna send Saber. He's gonna sort of circle round.
What does Saber have?
I asked
Is it
the
safe
I
or
asked the
storm?
stable
Oh,
hand
okay.
if there's any food, and I sit down.
He's now
Food
now
for
called
you?
X Saber.
I didn't do
Said
it.
Storm earlier.
It was Storm earlier. It was Storm when it, but it's been upgraded
Okay.
now to X Saber.
So X Saber.
X Saber.
Fucking X Saber.
X Saber 100, is it?
Yes. No, X Saber _100. All one word.
All one word.
Yeah, _100.
That's the password to the next round, is it?
Oh dear.
Chuck me bloody gemstone dice on the hard form.
They won't work again.
Only one of them, luckily, and it seems to be fine. It is the hardest type of gemstone.
No, it's not. It's cracked in the middle, and as soon as you roll it, it'll break in half. Oh no! My D20! My brilliant D20 just cracks in half.
Shattered. Dust.
Oh, what is it? Not the sword in the stone. What breaks in half dramatically? I'll think of it later. Don't worry.
Please do.
The Dark Crystal?
Oh, could be. Yeah, that does. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Dark
Twix.
Crystal. A Twix! Yeah. A fucking Twix!
What devilry is that you break a Twix in half? when you eat it?
Exactly. No, you deep throat it whole. That's how you eat a Twix.
No, you don't. You
Deep-
eat all the toffee and the chocolate off the biscuit, then you eat the biscuit.
Break it in half. Jesus.
Dramatically.
That's it now. When I get a
Striking a
Twix, I'm gonna
pose.
break it in half and put a video on. Yeah. I'll get a hammer.
Have we gone to the farmhouse yet?
No. Dave, you would have to. You could order it to do it. It would be able to kind of go and attempt to do it, but it isn't going to be much faster than the cows. So it would have to even catch them up, which it may not be able to do. And even if you did, I would then make you roll a skill check for it to do it.
All
What? It's
You're
upgraded
looking at it
and
thinking,
it hasn't got a turbo booster on it.
you're looking at it thinking it may be a bit past it at this point.
Yeah,
What?
they're a little bit too far, really, aren't they? Those cows.
Do you have any
I'm saying if I could
anything
catch
that
up.
we could fix his wagon with?
Well, he's got tools there. I can fix his wagon. That's not a problem.
Because
If
I
he's
know
got
he
the
said
tools
he
there.
had the tools and the equipment, but he just didn't have the time. So that could be a way of apologising for the
Or we
mishap
could just
with
leave.
Daisy and Buttercup. Well, we don't want to leave under bad impressions, do we?
Brad,
Mm.
what's wrong? What can I see? What's wrong with the wagon?
The underside of it is wrecked. It looks worn and kind of from kind of weather and use, that sort of stuff. Underneath needs changing out. Lots of the planks underneath.
Okay.
What? Don't die.
So could I can either use his tools does he look like he's got the correct sort of tools?
Probably. He's got
Fix
saws
it.
and hammers and stuff like that. General carpentry tools.
Yeah. And can I use a bit of mending mixed in with it?
1, 2, 3.
What do you want to bring out?
Men-
No, we're
No.
gonna
No.
use
No, we can hear.
Muted. Am I still muted now?
no,
No.
I'm not
No.
muted.
Oh, fucking. I've been muted.
I know. I can hear the videos. I'm like, ew, what-
Press the mute button.
Quinn.
On the side of your headphone, yeah?
Yeah, press
Correct,
that.
yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
press
doing, you
that one.
dick.
It's not working. Yeah. We're all dicks because Stuart's button doesn't work. Oh, okay. So with a bit of the mending spell there,
Practice
Brad,
there.
where it says I can.
I'd say you
break and tear
you
is no
believe
longer-
yes, you'd probably be able to do it before he gets back.
1, 2.
Yeah.
It'd probably take you 5-10 minutes worth of a couple of casts and mending, as well as using some tools, kind of
Yeah.
one for these guys to help you. You think you could get it back in order?
Yeah, let's do that. I'll do that for him, mate. That's not a problem.
Okay. Who's helping?
I am. I'm giving
1,
Samuel
2, 1, 2.
guidance
Okay.
and helping him.
Can I clean it with prestidigitation at the same time?
As
Okay, so
as we started off,
you've got a very excited Leonidas as always. You'd be casting something to make you just feel a bit more swifter doing it.
Brilliant.
Not
Okay.
that you was uncomfortable doing it anyway, but you're there. You're using mending. You're putting planks
1,
of
2,
wood
3.
in, and then around the side of you is
Still
Quinn.
hear you.
shush, Stu.
Mute button.
And all of a sudden, just like the mud and some of the weathering and stuff starts to come out and everything. And after, say, 10 minutes, you can see the farmer coming back. He seems to be holding on to both the kind of collars of the cows. They don't seem to be fighting him back because they know him, kind of thing. He seems to have calmed them. He's kind of walking back, kind of a bit tired, breathing heavy. And as he kind of walks up, you guys have all kind of stood back from the cart, and the cart is now up on its wheels. It looks like it's gone for a 5-star wash or something, and it's all repaired. And he's like, that'll do it. That'll do it.
We do apologise for the cows. This is a way of.
You feel like
apologising.
he's. You get the impression he feels pleased by what you've done, but looks very tired.
Excellent. Excellent.
Superb.
Good.
Okay, so what's next?
Queen, are you going to speak to him?
Yes. We have another question, if you don't mind.
Yeah, you have to follow me in here. What's happened with these cows?
They're just sleeping. It's fine.
He goes around and slapping them all on the arse, waking them all up.
Oh, poor Doris.
I'll do one. I'll do one, Brad.
That's my.
I'll
We
start
all
us
at
off
the same time, it would sound like a pack of cows. No, I'm joking. Yes, lady, you were saying?
We was wondering if the man had any kind of routine, like his journey to work that you know of.
The farming life, sometimes he would be here later, so routine not really works with farming as much as when you're out here tending the fields. It takes as long as it takes, got to be done at a kind of relative time frame. It's not something you can just do a bit and go home and it works. It's got to get done when it's got to get done, so not necessarily a strict time frame, but he was in most days.
Do you have any route he took home?
I would imagine just straight down that dirt path all the way back into the gate.
Do you know if he's frequented any inns?
Didn't talk much.
Was there
So,
anyone he was
Quinn, so he
friends
wasn't
with?
sociable with anyone. He didn't go out for drinks after work or anything like that.
Yeah, he didn't go to the pub on a Friday.
Just because we're all unsociable gits.
He might also be.
It's
Benton
not like he was
might have
going to
met
go
him
home
by
and
now.
switch his computer on and play a bit of World of Warcraft.
If he was socialising, I'm sure Fenton would have met him by now.
That's true.
Fenton would remember, I'm sure.
Do we actually know the family's name instead of keep calling him?
No, I haven't actually given out a name.
Right. Okay.
NPC
him
one.
then.
Still him.
Did him have any associates that he would go for a drink with after work now and then, or
We call him Joel.
Joel.
did Joel have any associates that you know of that he might have gone for a drink with after work? You know, on the odd occasion.
No, at times we would have a small drink after work, kind of like a moonshiny kind of whiskey sort of thing.
Oh, that sounds good.
Other than that, he didn't really stay around for long. It wasn't that he wasn't a drinker and wouldn't socialise. He didn't.
Can we go back to the moonshine part?
Behave.
I think Fenton's asking if he can try some.
He looks and kind of realises all the other guards around him. Was like, no.
I clap my hands so the guards disperse.
He's just looking around, kind of like.
Come on, lads! You didn't hear anything. Let's make our way outside, and I escort the guards out. Sort us out, Gondra.
So Quinn, that's the direction that he goes. Yeah, goes home. That's the direction he goes.
Standard way that everyone kind of goes.
Okay. We can go back that way. And is that the way we took Brad? Basically, we came in that way. Oh, fine.
A used dirt road for kind of the farmers, that sort of stuff. It's not the main road, but it is a used dirt road.
Does he know what time he left that evening?
Probably about sunset. Say probably about sunset. We've had a lot going on. Different ones of us. I've got at least 3 other helpers here.
Well, we seem at a loss at the moment. We're not getting any clues. There's nothing to lead us in any direction. Do we stay in the city or do we start making our way?
What I would say to you guys, knowing as a DM to a group of players, we're all still learning. You're still trying to learn how open I'm allowing things to be. If you're wandering down the wrong path, I've already thought about this. It's hard for me to be able to push you back and still keep the game open. So I've already sat there and thought, technically there isn't much more to do here, I would say. But what I'm saying is you're going to have to kind of get used to the fact of the game in. If you carry on with this all tonight, I will push you back in a direction. But for now, I'm trying to, as a DM, keep things open. So at the moment, I'm trying to see how you guys are working. So if this feels a bit open, it's because I'm on purposely not pushing you because I want to see kind of what you guys are doing. And I'm trying to gauge what you guys are doing as a party as well. So what I would say as a DM right now, you're not really going to get much more from the farm.
No, we're more or less giving up now anyway. So
yeah, that's what I was just about to say. I was
But
going to
just
say,
in terms of, because it is that sort of thing. It's also me as a DM, how open the game is. You guys
If
can
this was
wander
an
in.
RPG, would we have exhausted the dialogue options now?
Yeah, that kind of thing. That's
All
what I'm
right,
saying.
yeah.
What I'm saying, I don't want to obviously overly push this to you guys now, but more so what I'm trying to say is there will be times in which I may push you back in a direction. I've already thought about this today. Thought, how would I push you in a direction? And I've thought there's not a lot right now that I want to do to push you in a direction, because I also want to see some of this may then roll into you guys role playing with each other about yourselves and all this kind of stuff. So that's why I'm not overtly doing an awful lot specifically now, but it is something that in future I may, that it may be easier at certain times for me to push in a direction. But what I'm saying is, if it feels like you're not getting much, then that's potentially because there may not be much there. I'm still trying to keep it open depending on what you guys are doing, giving you the freedom. So, what I'm explaining is just so that you guys start to be aware on how much freedom I am giving you, and to know when you might want to turn back, that sort of thing.
right, should we start walking back into town?
Yeah. Can I have a look at the book?
Yes, you may.
Thank you. Actually, I tell Quinn to ask.
Yeah.
No, I put my hand out for the book. I put my hand out for the book. So.
Right, so basically where we are at the moment, we've searched the house.
You can ask more questions if you want. I'm not saying don't ask more questions.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely be aware that things are quite open. I'm allowing you to be open because I don't know where you're going to take it. So just me as a DM to you guys as a new group, because we're still quite new. This part of investigation is all still quite new for all of us lot as a group as a whole. So that's also why I'm kind of pointing that out as such.
Come on,
Go on, Chris.
Yeah, Brad. The actual book itself.
Yeah.
Is it like
No
is it
weaving
hard?
garden.
Is it hardback or is it just a
No, it's
paper
more.
book? That she...
Yeah, it's more like a kind of just a papery book, not hardback.
As we're walking back, can I just look through it and just see if there's anything that, any sort of sign or something secret on it or anything like that? If there's a little pocket or
Make an investigation check.
Can I do guidance before I do this, or?
Yeah, okay. It's not.
I'm not. No. I'm not proficient in it. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave that. I'll just do normal one, Brad.
Okay, go on. Investigation check.
Yeah. No.
You've got to knock the camera on, mate.
It's
That's
8.
fine.
Quick, make it up, Chris.
8.
18, Brad.
8 total or 8 you rolled?
18.
8 total, mate. 8. I got 0 in investigation. So it's 8.
Yeah, nothing stands out in any sense. You kind of go through it. It doesn't look like it would be capable of holding a pocket. It basically looks like, say you get 40 sheets of paper and fold them over, and it's got some stitching to kind of bound it all together. The cover is a slightly thicker kind of paper, as it were, but it's essentially just lots of papers put together.
I'll throw it my shoulder and carry on walking.
Okay.
Right, so if we
I pick it up.
Well done, Samuel. I was hoping you were going to say that.
So basically, we've gone from fighting rat people in the sewers to coming out to try and find out what's happened to a missing family and a missing girl. We have searched the house, the orphanage, the school,
I think it maybe
and the farm.
Maybe asked some of the parents of the other kids.
And we've also asked neighbours.
I think the prerequisite for being in an orphanage is that you don't have parents.
No, for the other kids.
The other two
For
kids.
the family.
Well, their families are gone. You can't ask their parents.
Get you anywhere in as much as, in the same sense, the adults don't seem to do an awful lot of socialising. The children, you're also told, also kept themselves to themselves. So you don't feel like other people. You feel like the amount of interaction that you're getting, or the other people have had with this family, like you speaking to the farmer and the other people you've spoken to, you feel like this is a general thing. They're not kind of people who kind of go talking to lots of people. They don't seem to have like a big family, like a big connection of friends and stuff like this. They just seem like a family who kept themselves to themselves for the most part. You don't feel like other people might give you much different information from that.
Well, I personally think we should go back
Well,
to the
Dave, not
house
listening.
because if anything, we're going to find anything. That was the last place they were in. There was food on the table, so they were prepared to have dinner or whatever, and we need to know what happened between them having to sit down to eat and not being there anymore.
I'm going shopping. Fuck this.
That's another way to do it.
Yeah.
No.
I want to go shopping. Quinn, could you ask someone who, one of the guys who live here, in this town, if there's any sort of jewelry shops or things where we can pick up like rings or anything like that?
Does anyone know of any jewellery shops in town?
Who are you asking?
I'm just a dupe. We're all together, so I'm just gonna.
Oh.
Yeah, like
See if
Bulgarian or
yeah, one of us
Fenton.
will know.
Yeah.
No idea. Sorry, I know about as much as you do.
Yeah.
It's not really my area of expertise. I don't know if I
jewelry.
remember one
I imagine.
on the way to the pub, but
Now, if you was asking
Sammy
for
points out.
a single malt whiskey, I'm sure Fenton can point you in the right direction.
oh yeah.
Sammy points you to the fact that in the market themselves, there.
Okay.
You got a trader there, yeah. Sammy should know.
Yeah, Sammy.
Sammy, you'd also know of a jewelry shop.
So many choices.
Quinn, can you ask them if they don't mind? I'd like to just pop there, if that's okay.
Are you there, Dave?
It's quite late, isn't it?
Is it late?
No,
Looked
no.
up at the clock, well done, Brad.
What's that?
You looked up at the clock, well done.
I think we all did.
Why
I
did you
looked at
point it
mine.
out? Why did you point it out?
I noticed it as well. Don't worry.
Skeleton bones.
Bones at your feet, Brad.
Hey?
Oh, Chris, disadvantage.
Fair enough.
Forever.
Make it. Yeah, David, are you muted? Because I haven't heard you for a while.
Yes, I am. I'm
There you
laughing
go.
away and chatting. So, yeah, I do know. I do know that there's a jewelry shop and that in the market. So
There's a store in the market. You know the guy who essentially trades there, but there's also a separate shop kind of just off of the main road.
Be right
Not
back.
far from the temple.
Going to the
Yeah, me and Leonidas were thinking of going there.
okay,
What's that?
cool.
Anyone want to accompany us? Or...
Yeah, I'll go with you. No, I can say hello and see if my friend's got anything he wants to buy or sell.
I've hung back to see whether the farmer's brought me a bottle of moonshine.
Oh dear.
Was that you go back to the farmer?
Well, as everyone's all kind of, I do that fake walking where it's like, so I let them go forwards, and then I kind of duck my head back in.
As you do, he hands you a very kind of little bottle like that and just goes. And kind of points at you as if to say, between us.
I went to wink, but obviously I haven't got a camera, so you can't see me do that. So imagine me winking.
Well, you can do it and tell us.
Yeah, all right, I wink. It's like wink at him. Thanks for that.
You kind of gathered that he was definitely impressed with the fact you fixed up his wagons.
Yeah, I did all that myself. Thank you.
No, he's more so giving you this to keep stum.
Yeah, I catch up with the rest. I've just secreted it in my pack, and
Okay.
you know, yeah.
Okay, so we was looking to go to shops. So Sammy has essentially told you, Leonidas, where, obviously through you speaking to Quinn's then said it to Sammy. Sammy's like, oh yeah, there's the one down in
Lane.
down in the open
Market
courtyard, but there's
Square,
also a
yeah.
small jewelry shop over the back, not far from the temple.
Yeah, perfect. Quinn, tell Samuel to lead the way if everyone's okay with that.
Which one?
Which one would you want to go to? Market Square. Which one I think is the better dealer?
The one that's not in the market square is essentially more stuff, more stock. Potentially would have more stuff. The one in the market square you know fairly well and feel like price-wise they're going to be somewhat fair. And yeah, may not have as much as the shop.
It depends. I mean, and I'll turn around to him and say it. You know, it depends. The dude in the market, he's gonna give us a better deal, but he's gonna have less stock. The shop just behind the church probably got more stock, but it's gonna charge. You know, it's got slightly more overhead, so gonna charge more. So it depends on your money situation, really.
I think we're best, Quinn, to go to the market first and see if they've got what I require in stock, really. And then we can go to the shop if it hasn't.
Yeah, we want to get.
What lady? Who are you looking at? Oh, okay.
Oh, thank you very much for that.
Now. Make a note.
Yeah, I'm happy to send the guards home. I don't think we need them at the moment. We can always go back to the barracks if we do and ask them to.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
Thank you all.
Right, we'll keep our ears out if we hear anything else, but not much information seems to be granting itself.
No.
Yeah, we'd like to go to the market first.
Okay, you all on the way to the market?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Go for a wander. Have an nosy.
In terms of time of day, probably now about 1 o'clock-ish sort of thing. You set off. No, it would be afternoon, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would be later on.
I thought it would be about 3.
Yeah. No, it'd probably be later than that by now. Because you found him in the morning, then went and done the thing, then spoke to him. Probably about 4 o'clock or so.
Almost
4
dinner
o'clock, a bit
time.
later. Okay, so as you go to the market square, Sammy lets you know that they'll probably still be there at that. They probably could be there up to kind of sunset. There is not a specific time in which they are there. As you come up to the market square, the courtyard area, when you was here the day before, you didn't see them. But today they are here. At least probably about 12 stalls, different things. On some of them you can see they've got meats hanging up, and one of them you see they've got kind of different clothes, like on mannequin sort of things. The stalls themselves are not huge. You'd say probably like a table-ish sort of thing with a covering about 2 meters apart. The actual stall type thing itself looks like it can be wheeled off somewhere, but looks like a sturdy enough kind of thing to be able to sell from. It looks fairly well made, kind of bits of metal kind of hit like hold the kind of edges together with kind of mostly a wooden kind of frame. They don't look kind of rickety or anything like that. They look well made.
So it's not 9 Elms Market then?
Say that again?
It's not 9 Elms Market then?
No, it's not that. It's not market in the market sense. It's more traders trading in a square that don't have a shop. So it's not like rickety market. It's just market in terms of people who don't have that sort of. As kind of looking at kind of Sammy, who's kind of telling you about it, and you're getting the impression that he obviously knows because it's something he kind of knows about with the traders and stuff. But as I said, there's different. And David points out to you the jewelry kind of one.
Just over there.
A big old leg of
Are,
lamb.
are you drunk? Are you drunk yet? Are you drunk yet, Stu?
Enough.
Did you buy any? Did you buy any? Did you buy any bread? Did you buy any bread with that leg of lamb? Did you buy any bread with that leg of lamb?
I'd
Are
say
you going to eat all of that?
That's what I was thinking.
I'd say about 8 silver. It's a bit of a leg. Yeah, you're kind of following behind. You hear you loudly eating behind them. They're just like, what? Where have you just produced food from?
Take me to that place, please.
Do we see the jewellery store?
Yeah. This book.
No.
Yeah, no, it's not there. It's gone. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Sorry, someone mentioned lamb. Right, you guys looking at the? Did you find the jewelry store? Looking at it, or are we going to the shop?
No, Brad's doing something, I think.
So as you essentially kind of come round, you're looking some of the other different stores. Sentinels kind of come up behind you. Clearly, has sloped off quickly and munching away behind you. Sammy kind of leads you around into where there's a couple of stores together, and you can see there's one of them that is a jewelry store. There's you assume Mao by the kind of thing they're closing. The backseat is kind of perched on the back of a chair, has like one of the kind of jeweler's things, the looking kind of glass, the inspection kind of glass, and you can see they've kind of got a hand of the kind of different colouring jewels that you can see from where you are, and they're just kind of into it. They're kind of propped on the seat, as it were, like bum resting on the edge of the seat with their feet down, kind of taking their weight, kind of more leaning up against the seat more, you think. The stall itself, you can see, has kind of like a kind of very vibrant colours of cloth that kind of drape over the store itself. And then on it, you can see there's kind of what looks like a jar kind of thing covering over different things. And as you can walk up to it, you start to see there's lots of different stones, pieces of rock, what looks like different gemstones. Some of them kind of nicely rounded, some of them, and most of them are jars. Sammy, you know the guy as Lance Godfrey.
As what was that? What's his name?
Lance Godfrey.
Lance Godfrey.
The jeweler who you know.
Okay.
You've known him from just he's someone else like you who travels round. You believe in the past he's mentioned being from Cinnabar Sands is more his native area. But he comes down to the Roscoe Empire every now and again.
Afternoon, Lance. Afternoon. How are you, sir?
Sammy, how's it going?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. I've got some of my companions here looking. They're looking for a little bit of jewelry, and you were the first person I thought of.
That's my boy Sammy. But first of all, can you?
What?
Sorry, you
We
cut out
missed
there,
that.
mate. Yeah.
He says, thank you, Sammy. Thank you. But first of all, companions.
Indeed, indeed.
This is news.
Yes. there was a little bit of trouble in town, and we're looking into it. So yes, I do have some companions with me this time.
Okay. What can I help you with?
Quinn, Leo, this is Lars. If
Hello,
you can let
sir.
him know what you're after, and
Hello.
maybe
I'll
you
say
can
hello
help
to
To
him.
give you a bit of a bow. Nice to meet your acquaintance.
I'll bow back, Brad. I'll bow back and say hello. I speak to Quinn. I say that I'm looking for 2 particular platinum rings.
What I would say to you is, are they specific to a spell in terms of cost? If they are giving me a cost, otherwise I'm making it. It's not them.
Yeah, 50 gold each.
50 gold each. If you're looking for a
Yes.
material component of a spell, make
Yep.
sure you tell me the cost, because otherwise I could potentially sell you a ring that's only 40 gold, and then it wouldn't work for the spell. So give me the cost in the component you're looking for. Otherwise, if I don't realise there's a component, I'm selling you a piece of jewellery. So
Yeah, no.
that counts for everyone else who's using material components as well that have a cost. They state the cost specifically.
Do you have to ask that when you ask for the item off a vendor?
No, you don't have to ask for it off the vendor. You just have to let me know so that I
Yeah.
something that's not going to work for the spell. Make sure you tell me it's the component for a spell and it's worth this much.
Yeah,
but
Quinn,
RP, that's just for DM info.
I need 2 platinum rings.
Okay.
Bradley,
Rings,
it's
I
got
could
to
do-
be worth 50 golds. At
Yeah.
least.
You don't have to say that bit. Just kind of notify me afterwards in non-game speak, as it were.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, just say, yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
He says, yes, I can do platinum rings, and he kind of waves his hand across, and in one of the jar you can see lots of different rings. On one side you can see kind of golden rings, and on the other side they look kind of silvery, and he's like, platinum, my friend.
Yeah.
You say you want 2? Any specific style?
Let me just quickly read this.
I have to be a style for the sake of the spell.
It's just a question. If it's like 50 gold ring and we
Mm.
barter it at lower than 50 gold, is it still 50 gold ring?
If it's worth that amount, yes.
Right. Okay.
It's the worth of the item, not the how much
Yeah.
you actually bought it for.
Makes
So if I sell you it for 100, and you need only to still counts.
Quinn, it doesn't have to be anything special. It just needs to be a decent platinum ring. So,
Any of these spark your interest?
Brad, what's my options?
Bands, a couple of bands that you would imagine,
Mm-hmm.
straight bands. Platinum's fairly expensive, so they don't have to be overworked or anything like that to cost 50.
Maybe Sammy could inspect them for us. Might be more his realm.
Yeah, I'll pass them over to Sammy to have a look at.
Nice. Sammy, you might be muted.
Yep. I have a look at the rings. What are they worth, Brad?
Yeah, these are about 50 worth. These bands are about 50. You look on the table and you can see potentially more, but the more simple bands are worth about 50 gold each.
Yeah.
They're not shoddy. They look like they're well made, kind of flattened kind of bands. They do look well. They do look like wedding rings, which kind of you giggle as.
Okay, come on. So how many of these do we want, Quinn?
Just 2.
2. Come on, what's the best deal we can do here now?
Oh, Sammy, you know how this is.
Come on, trade prices, my friend. Trade prices.
Sammy, to you, let's say cost price. Let's say 102.
Sorry, was that 80 gold? Did you say?
No, let's say 100 gold, Sammy. Sammy, come on.
Come
100
on.
gold. Times are tough.
Well, we lost you halfway through there.
I think basically he just said we can have these for 80 gold, I believe.
Oh, no. 100 gold. Sammy. Come now.
How about it meet in the middle, 90 gold?
all right. 85 then.
I'll go 90. That's as much as I can go. You're already taking out my pocket.
I tap Sammy, as in, and then I give him. I just say okay to Sammy.
Uh-huh.
You got a
He
lot,
knows a good price.
lot to learn, Leo.
Sammy, this one knows a good price. Keep this one close, Sammy.
Yeah,
So
fine. 90 it is then. If he's
So
happy
I-
with 90.
yeah. So what I do, Brad, is I take off. I come up, go from my pockets, get 90 gold out.
Yeah.
I give him 90 gold, and then I give him one of my rats from my spear
Mm-hmm.
as well, as a thank you gesture.
Takes it and goes.
Gesture, yeah.
Puts it in his pocket. Doesn't say anything.
Excellent.
Look, puts it in his pocket.
And I'll take that for 90. I'll take that for 90. That's fine. I'm not fussed about cash. Move.
And who else needs?
Anybody else?
Has he got anything?
Any? I think we need to get you a new mic, Brad.
I know. I don't know what's happening to it. It's just like what?
Your Discord saying.
Well,
you gate.
the computer's gone nuts today.
So we got you. I'm gonna be told to be quiet now, guys. No more making me laugh. Yeah. Okay.
So what I'm going to do with this other platinum ring, Brad?
I do.
I'm going to go over to Bulgarian.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to give him one of the platinum rings, and I'll show him that I'm putting it on of the other ring, and then hopefully we'll do the same. No.
He definitely
No.
Benton sulks.
Quinn, can you tell Bulgarian that to wear this ring for me?
With this ring.
If he doesn't mind, and it's not a wedding ring either.
I think they want you to wear this ring. It seems. Wing.
Yeah, put it on.
The wing.
He said, "What? What? Can he wing?"
Okay.
Right. Thank you, Bulgarian. Done.
I'll put my thumb up.
There you go.
Is who what? No.
No.
Did you try and do that, Chris? Is that what you were trying to do?
No. What did I say to him? I said to him, "Thank you."
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
I can say thank you.
Just as he normally does. Just a weird kind of.
And then yeah.
Not a typical voice. He generally speaks not in a single voice tone.
No.
It's different.
No. So Bulgarian's got the platinum ring, Brad.
Okay, so add it down. There should be an actual platinum ring, I think, in the inventory. If you go onto it and go add, sure.
Inventory.
Yeah, I think so. There should be something in there. Just platinum.
Platinum. Ring.
If it isn't in inventory as an item, then add it at the bottom so it's not in your list of things.
Manage.
Or you can add
Searching my,
Not
stop
Wayne.
searching my stuff, Stu.
Um,
Yeah,
Yeah.
stop searching my stuff.
Wedding. Yes. You're getting married. There's a ceremony. He's going to do it later. When you're
Yeah.
When he sees
It's not a wedding ring.
Chris,
not yet.
if you want, Chris, I can add these both later if you want.
why is it not finding it?
Because it probably isn't an act.
Cool, do that.
He's just jealous, Keith.
I know he is.
Yeah,
I'll add it later.
he is very, very jealous.
Wedding ring don't
he
even
he
come
wants
up.
a little bit of bird.
What's your next one then, Stu?
You could add a signet ring and rename it.
No, just leave it. I'll add it on. It's
All
fine.
right, cool.
Yeah.
I've made a note of it.
Add an item to your backpack. Oh, there you go.
Does
Getting
the
married
guy
in
sell
the
any earrings that
morning.
look like they're from this continent? And this look like
Ding
makes
dong,
you
the
look
bells
like
have
you're
gone
from
to
around here
town.
more.
What do you say to him?
I say exactly that.
As you say, he kind of stands up and walks over to you, and he kind of puts his hand out to your ears, and kind of looks at it and goes, "This is fine craftsmanship." You sure?
I mean, I just want to, blend in a little bit more.
How about blue? How about some sapphire silver?
That does sound expensive.
Well, you didn't say how much. Come to buy, I'm here to sell.
Well, let's just have a look at them.
There's all manner of different things. What are you looking
I do think I want earrings. Maybe something of a lower price range.
for? He does have like a silvery and a gold option of earring.
Silvery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you tell me how much you want to spend?
Well, less than my friend here.
A lot
50
less.
gold?
50 gold, yeah. Something nice.
50 gold, I can do you a platinum earring. Just a basic haul.
Well, as now we're friends now.
I don't even know where my
Can I
gold is.
start talking
Sammy,
I
who have
start
you brought to my
with-
table?
in his native tongue that I imagine is Finnish?
Okay.
Yeah.
Lance Godfrey. Yep.
Even got a good name.
He's definitely wearing a different kind of thing. He's, as I said, the back seat, he's got kind of a very loose, kind of very folded type of material that kind of is. Yeah.
All right, okay.
He's definitely Mao now that you've heard him kind of speak.
To talk in his native tongue.
Kind of seems a bit of a seducer. Seems to get the kind of impression.
And, yeah. How about we have a little bit of a price reduction because we're already friends. In his native tongue, I'm saying this.
In his native tongue.
How about if I do gold doesn't work. Gold doesn't work. And you want platinum or silver?
What would you say? Look, and I show my ear.
How about thinking of what you're wearing to go with what you're wearing?
Obviously.
How about some aquamarine kind of drops of silver with aquamarine drops? That let's say 45 gold.
45 gold.
Hmm.
That is a number. I was thinking more like 40 gold.
Oh, lady. Okay, if you buy
Excuse
now.
me, I'm lady. That's girly.
What was that?
I'm lady. That's girly.
If you buy them now, I'll say 40.
Sold.
Good business. He's also talking to you in Finnish. All right.
Right, is anything close by me where I'm standing? Anything
Stealage.
shiny? Anything shiny?
There are plenty of shiny things. Most of them are all under kind of glass jar, though. They're not just there to knock off the table.
Right, with you and your security.
Anyone who can speak Finnish is understanding what I'm saying. The tobacco.
What language are you speaking? Sorry.
Finnish.
Sindish. No, I can't speak that one.
So if anyone speaks Finnish, you can understand what.
Otherwise, it's just gibberish.
Yeah, it sounds.
Is Finnish the other common? Is that what I'm supposed to know as well, Brad?
No.
I thought I was supposed to know the two different common versions.
Finnish is the desert, I think.
There is more. The two main commons is the Balfortic and Rosconian.
Right, so I've only got down Rosconian. So am I supposed to have the other one as well? Because I thought you said I was supposed to know both of them. Sorry, this is not relevant to what you're saying here, but it's just reminded me that I know I've got common and Rosconian, but I thought you said I was going to know the other language as well.
Yeah, I probably will add that to yours.
Okay, all right. Sorry. Yeah, that's fine.
So yeah, you'll have Balfortic.
Balfortic. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll add it in if I can.
So yeah, those of you who probably do know you've got it. You know you can understand it.
Cool. Cameron's gonna scurry to the back of the group. Trade.
Anyone else? Anyone else?
Brad,
Yes.
those earrings that you just bought, could I have a guess at how much they were worth?
You think they were worth about 45 gold?
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
You think the original price he was trying to sell them at was the price? And he has gone a little bit better. Your influence does seem to be. You think, like you thought, that he would be fair with you. You kind of feel like if someone else comes over, he's not.
Cool.
Almost in a kind of nod of return of he like you probably do the same to him.
Yeah, he knows I would for definite.
If you've just brought him 2 customers, so. So what's the plan now?
Looks over at you, Fenton, and he's like, "Sir, you could deal with some finery, I'm sure."
Have you got any knuckle dusters?
It's not really my thing. Big ring. Got some big rings. You lift up like a big medallion ring. Might do the job.
Something with a big gem on it.
Oh, a big gem.
Anyone think he was overcompensating for something?
I'm quite happy with the size of my balls, lady. No, I'm good for now, Mr. Godfrey.
I'll ask Daisy and Buttercup.
Yeah.
I'll see them again.
No, they were quite shriveled when they come running at me.
You refer to him by his name. He says to you, and fine sir, I did not get your name.
I'm Fenton.
Oh, Fenton, I've heard your name.
Oh, have you now?
Who hasn't?
I think if I recall the last time I remember it was a couple of days ago. Points over towards the tavern.
Possibly.
I don't think it was you saying it either.
No, I like most people, I don't get into the habit of using my own name in the third person.
I see that's a lie somehow.
Yeah. No, I'm good for now, but thank you very much.
But remember, I'm here, sir. Remember.
I will indeed. I slope
Anyone
off.
else need jewelry?
No, thank you.
Is the shopping trip over, or
Okay.
what's doing?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm done. I'm done.
Anyone else need anything?
Oh,
No,
definitely not.
thank you.
No.
Maybe some lunch.
Dinner.
It's going to be dinner
Um,
now, isn't it?
Quinn, whilst you go for lunch and everything like that, could you just ask Samuel where I could find like a healer's kit if
Yeah,
he knows her.
where can Leon get a healer's kit? Do you know? Look at Sammy.
Sammy points over at one of the other traders, just a couple of stores over.
Just over
Oh,
there.
excellent. Well done. Sammy's great. Well done, Sammy. I
While
can't
they're
slide
doing
on his
their
hat.
shopping trip, I'm going to go into the inn and have something to eat.
Okay, you can make your way over there.
I'm going to quickly go and go to that stall, Brad.
Yep.
And
This man looks like more of a local, a bit more stern-faced, kind of older, kind of human, kind of weather-worn face.
Mhm.
Not as charismatic as the last one.
so, anything shiny on this stall?
Not so much. This is more like your kind of typical equipment thing. Not arms and armor, but more your kind of things like he's got like some chests and some sacks and
Gear and stuff like that, yeah?
yeah,
gear.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, sure. Can I see a healer's kit? I would be able to
You can.
identify.
Healer's kit is kind of a bit chunky. You can see it kind of over the back of the stall.
I say, obviously, I get his attention by saying hello to him.
Hello.
Hello, and then I point at the healer's kit. As in, I want it to go.
6 gold.
Sure. You can rip me off. 5 gold.
What did you say?
I hand him 5.
It's like fine.
Okay, let me just go down.
So you've got him.
Brad, as I'm walking back through the market to go and join them, because obviously I'm done.
Yep.
Anything that catches my eye that's sparkly.
The jewelry store definitely is the one that's most kind of almost
you-
not anything else, because you keep looking back, and even the jars that are over themselves, you want one of those.
Yeah, you got full fucking security on it, though, haven't you? Got alarms and everything. You got closed tags on them. But nothing's catching my eye.
What in particular? What kind of thing? What's your thought?
Something just shiny. Anything shiny. Nothing in particular.
The other stalls are kind of different things. That's the most shiny stall by far. Other ones have bits of metal, and you kind of look over. You look over, and there is another stall, kind of the other side of where he seems to have what looks like scroll cases, some maps, kind of on the table, but it's not. There's not like loads of stuff on the table as such. We kind of look at and think, what's going on?
All right, fair enough. There's nothing really that's triggering me off to go and.
You just keep kind of looking back at the jewelry store each time, looking at something different that's on the store.
Sure, I'll get that. Fair enough. Yeah, I'll head my way back and meet up
You're
with the
kind of
group.
like hovering backwards and forwards past it.
Yeah. I keep like I try to look around at other things, but I keep coming back to it. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, fair enough.
There's most certainly lots of sparkles on that one. Make. What's your thing? As you walk past the store a couple of times, you can tell that the tabaxi isn't just your regular trader. He's someone who can handle himself. You can see kind of just with your knowledge of kind of others sort of thing, you kind of get a sense on that he hasn't got security guards, but you kind of feel like that's not necessarily someone you want to mess with. You kind of get the impression that he's quite flowing, almost robes that he's wearing, essentially probably weapons, and he's his own security. It's the kind of sense you get off him.
Okay. Fair enough.
Can you catch up to the others?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're all off to the Wyvern Inn. So as per usual, different kind of band on this time, but again, another band is on kind of this time it's a bit more flute-like. A couple of kind of different flutes and a stringed instrument this time, as the kind of ambience of music as you get right to the doors of the tavern. Again, this is about a similar time that you just the other day, so very similar in patrons that are in here. You kind of open it, it's again kind of busy, but you are able to find a seat because of the size of it.
Brad, I'm gonna try and use my amulet.
Okay, yep.
No, carry on. I haven't used it once yet.
You haven't tried to use it twice though. That's only the second time, I think.
We've only been playing for. Well, this is the third day, so I've tried twice out of 3 days and fucked it up this time. Is this fucking thing working? I think I've been sold a dud.
As you were kind of walking into the tavern.
Yeah, as I was about to walk into the tavern, yeah, it was like.
He's got kind of a very upset face looking at his amulet.
Fucking thing. Okay.
Mumbling under his breath as you go.
Let's try this again, shall we? Right. Birdie said about needing a party for something, and then we started drinking. We're just about to walk into the inn again, and I've already drunk half a bottle of moonshine. So, should we try and get something sorted and find out what Birdie wanted before all you lot get pissed again?
Yes.
For us lot get pissed?
Yes, it's definitely a fault of mine. I do tend to get.
Thank you, Sammy. I knew someone would agree with me.
Yeah,
I sit down waiting for someone to buy me a beer.
I'll pat Sammy on the back. Well done.
Oh dear. So yes, Quinn, it's Leo. What did you need?
Yes.
With?
Right, so I'll go say to Quinn.
I'm a bit dry here.
Probably the best to stay that way for the moment, just until we get through this conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking for help and aid to a venture on. Could you just remind me where? Because obviously I'm going through here now. Where am I actually going? With my destination is through. So I'm out having a cigarette now. Sorry. I've got to get my backstory up. Anyway, I've come here. I've to look for aid in my sort of personal goal. I tell Quinn. I'm looking for someone very powerful. I don't know of that person yet, but I'm also trying to find some research. I don't want to go into too much details at the moment because obviously we've only known each other for 2 days. But hopefully I can get aid. Well, I'm looking to get aid from a number of you guys, especially you, Quinn, because obviously you're the first person I could speak to in a very, very long time. And also Fenton, because I know when it comes down to what I need to be done, he will do it.
Right. I just relay that pretty much. Well.
Yeah.
I'm looking quite puffed up and appreciative of his singling me out.
Proud dad. Proud dad.
Yeah.
I'm still
Well,
I'm sneakily drinking the rest of the moonshine.
I can offer my services to help with research. I've done a lot of research in my time.
That obviously I'll pass on through Quinn. That'd be very much appreciated. That would be very, very helpful. Especially I know you're the knowledge of the arcane.
I can also do a little bit of investigation myself.
No, indeed. They're all, if I could, and I don't want to be cheeky or anything, and I know people have got their characters are, you know, they've got their own things that they need to do and achieve, and I'm happy to help with that as well.
Unfortunately,
as
he
long
only
as I
needs
can
4 of us, and as myself and Quinn have been specifically named, that leaves the rest of you to fight for the 2 remaining slots. If that's how I understand it, from what he was saying, Quinn. And I've gone up to the bar now.
I can understand you, so I reply back to Quinn that that if I could get all of your aid, that would be perfect.
Sounds good to me.
He said he wants everyone. I mean, he said Fenton can come as well if he likes.
Well, at the end of the day, one hand washes the other, doesn't it? So,
indeed.
Many hands make light work. So if we all help you, and then
if we all help to wash each other, is that what you mean?
Excuse me.
Well, I was trying to work out what she was saying about washing each other, and now that was relevant to. Anyway, I take it everyone wants a drink.
Oh yes, please, if you're buying.
I'm just going to do some clarification on that, Adam. Sorry, I've just got back. So, 1 second. Go on, carry on.
No, I've shut up, so you can carry on talking. So.
I'll have a large whiskey, please.
I'll have a rum. Probably best to make it a double.
I'll sort out the drinks, and yeah. Sorry, Leo. You carry on.
Yeah, I'll have a rum, please. Sounds good.
A Sammy special, Sammy?
Nah, I'm all right, thank you.
So, who's this powerful person you're looking for then?
Well, so I'd say to Quinn, basically. I'm foreseeing my path that's been put forward, that I feel has been put forward to me by my entity, Pello. Sorry. Pello.
Yeah, I'm looking. I do that thing like the translators do. I don't bother looking at Quinn, although I'm still looking at Leo and engaging with Leo while Quinn's kind of monologuing back in my ear.
Does any of this ring a bell with me from anything that I've read?
What's that?
It's a bit thin on the details.
Pardon?
It's a bit thin on the details. You haven't really got any details.
He hasn't really said anything yet.
No.
Yeah. Do I understand and recognise all of this?
No, I thought what he said then last, the Pello, whatever that is.
No, Pello's a god.
Yeah.
Pello's a god.
Yeah, it's a god. Yeah.
Is
Pello's
it
my-
a lesser
So-
or a major god? Or...
So, it's related to your path as a cleric. Is that right? A cleric of Pelor?
Yes, that's correct. So basically, I've come here to do a bit of research to find my path with Pelor, and Bipelor to achieve my personal goal that I've always felt I wanted to do, basically.
And what's that?
I'm not going to disclose that at the moment.
Is it
Quinn.
evil? That's good enough.
Yeah,
I say
Are you planning on taking over the world?
It's a bit, but that's where Fenton comes in.
Hey, it's a bit evil.
It's a bit.
All right.
What do you mean it's a bit evil? What's a bit evil?
I'm not going to say too much more. I'll say to Quinn.
He's a bit shaky on the details by the sounds of it.
It wants us to blindly follow it.
Yeah. Come on, Leo. It's slightly evil. I mean, I'll do quite a lot of things, but
could you tell Fenton if we can get a word in edgeways?
Apologies, Birdie. Continue.
There is a lot of research that is involved that I need to, which I feel that I can find within this city or this town, and that's probably where Quandra's help would come to aid. So that's the information I can give you so far.
Yeah, obviously these are the more intellectual ladies and gentlemen, including
Unlike
Sammy, are
But
more inclined to help with the research. Yeah.
I will definitely give more details about it for sure.
Okay.
Quinn, I'll definitely give more details as we go on.
Right.
But that's something for later on.
I'll help you as much as I can, and as much as I'm able to.
Thank you. I'll bow my head to Quandra.
We'll get to the bit where it's slightly evil, and then I'll decide what's going on. But other than that, I'm up for a good ruck.
I'll help you as long as it benefits myself.
Yeah, well, there's that. Yeah, it's one way of looking at it.
This path does lead to a lot of danger if you like danger. There is danger ahead.
No, I'm up for that then.
There we go.
Are you saying that we're going to possibly need to commit some sort of evil act, or we're going to be fighting some sort of evil thing?
I'm hoping it's been a bit lost in translation, and that's what he actually meant.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at.
We'll find out later, I'm sure.
Yeah. You will find out later. Now drink.
Yeah, you will find out later.
And if anyone could pull off that laugh.
I'll do it back. So yeah.
Fenton, 20 silver.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, mine was a double.
Yeah, you ordered double last time.
Jesus Christ. It's a good job we got 100 gold then, doesn't it? Alright.
Well, obviously I don't sleep, but I do need to meditate for a couple of hours before we start again.
Yep. I need to recharge.
Romeo, lay me down.
Brad.
Yeah, where do you want to start the research in the morning?
Brad is oh sorry.
No, just so we can sort of start thinking about what we're going to get out to in the morning after breakfast.
From my side of things, I think a library would be probably the best books, and then I'll fill in Quinn and Quandra.
And are we going to be still trying to figure out the problems that's going on in the town? The missing people, the Batmen, etc.
I feel like we can multitask.
I'm chatting away to myself on mute.
You've
doing that.
nicked Stuart's
So-
mute button.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Stuart, stop pressing mute.
I've been
Yeah,
told
Stu,
you talk
stop
too much,
pressing mute.
David. So
So
Well, I guess I'm
We'll-
booking the hope keeping my room for another few nights then.
yeah, I was saying we're at a bit of a dead end for these missing people at the moment, aren't we?
Definitely. Yeah.
So that's.
Yes.
Did we have anything else apart from what Leo's now wanting us to work on?
No, I'm always up for research because
did
which
the
case-
rich bloke say that he might have a job for us, or was the job for us to looking into the missing people?
Can't remember.
Yes.
One of you.
Brad?
Quinn, also, just to say to them, what anything that they do or they've got plans to do as well, and I will follow and aid them, could also help with my research, not just fact focusing purely on me, because I've come to a bit of a dead end with it. So, all right,
Well,
so I'll just pass that on.
He said dead end, evil, dead.
Oh dear.
Well, until you lot turned up, I didn't really have very many plans other than drinking a lot. So
well,
you're
we
not
can definitely go to
interrupting
the
any.
library
They don't have
and
drinks
we
there,
can
though, do they?
definitely. And I would also like to look back at the house at some point to see if there's anything we missed.
Okay.
okay.
Is there a library in town that we know of?
Is there
There
a
is-
library in town?
As Sammy would tell you, there is a large independent.
There is.
I know that.
Yeah.
I noticed that you didn't ask me.
There is. Well, we can go there after you guys break your fast in the morning. It's not
Yeah.
open now, obviously. But we can certainly hit it up first thing in the morning.
Mhm,
There's some independent research I'd like to do as well while we're there.
Okay.
Same here.
Oh, excellent.
All right. In which case, I'm gonna head up to my room
Same.
and
Did you order more rooms? What happened with rooms?
we kept our rooms, didn't we?
Yeah,
Huh?
I think we booked them for a couple of nights, didn't we? Because we didn't know how long the
I
boat
don't know
was
if you
going to be.
paid for them though.
I'm staying with Fenton and I'm on the boat. Fuck.
Good luck.
So I guess I'm staying at the bar.
I definitely did pay more because you didn't know how long you were going to be here for.
Well, I'll pay for another couple of nights.
It's fine. You go over and Morley says, "So it's granted some free stay." Message from Levi that make sure you dress up nicely for the ball, masquerade ball.
Oh bollocks! Yeah, that's it.
yeah.
I knew there was something else.
Yeah.
When's that
And-
tonight?
Obviously, I got earrings.
That's in 4 days' time, and you've got to stay until then 4 days.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, nice
Thank you very
bed.
much.
Is there a tailor in town that we
Say
can
again?
speak to?
There
How
is a
often
tailor
are
in
you-
town. Yes,
are you?
it's blah 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 blah.
Rewind, recharge, plug him in. He's going. He needs charging. He needs charging.
Yeah.
He's got a
No.
bit doolally.
Yeah, there is a tailor, and again.
Yep, there's a couple.
I think I'm going to go
Yes.
to the tailor.
I think
If
I
we
need
go
to buy.
Yeah, I'll be doing
Yeah,
that tomorrow.
yeah, do that.
We'll
I
go
want
to
to
the
go.
tailor.
I need to buy a new dress.
We'll go to the tailor first. Get the measurements taken, and then those of us that are going to go on and do a bit of research I can take us to the library afterwards. How's about that?
Sounds good to me.
About that one?
Yes.
Cool. I really am
You've
going
got-
off to bed now.
Good
You've
night.
got-
Good
You
night,
got
everybody.
five nights stay from now. 4 nights is so tonight. I do have a calendar. It's on Foundry. I did actually make up a calendar with names and everything. I can't fully remember it, but essentially, So tonight is one of the 4 because you spoke to him this morning. So tonight and not tomorrow night, not next night, the night after that is the Masquerade Ball, and you've got stay for that night as well here.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And you all have individual rooms.
Oh, okay. So that's cool.
Yep, brilliant. Well, I'm going to excuse myself now, everybody. And I'm going to go and read and meditate for a little while, and I will see you all in the morning.
Cool. And
Does
I'll
anyone-
go up to my room then.
Yeah, me too.
Anyone else staying down, doing anything else?
No, I felt go up to my room.
Drinking.
Just me and Fenton.
Drinking.
Fenton drinking.
They tell you that you've got a room now.
Yeah, that's good. That's what I said. I get to sleep in a bed. It's been a while. A bed that's, sorry, let's start again. A bed that's not moving.
I was going to say, surely you've got a bed on your boat.
Mm.
And then he goes.
hammock.
Then he finds out he's got a waterbed.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Make him feel at home. Yeah, and I just laugh and go to bed.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Brad, before I'm not going to drink as much tonight.
Okay.
It's I feel that it's been quite productive, so I don't. But I do say to the barman, do I still owe you any money for damages?
No, I think we're all done now, Fenton.
Good.
I'm still with Fenton,
paid
right?
your dues.
I just want to make sure I didn't owe anything. Right, Birdie, try a little bit of this. I pour out a little bit of moonshine into a cup for him. But I'm off to bed.
I might do it. I'm getting set up, but my dice off is getting in the way.
Your dice tower.
But damn it, pride must not fail.
Exactly.
Is the game up and running yet, Brad?
No, I haven't put it on yet. I didn't know. I wasn't looking at the time. I was too busy dice offing.
It's like...
I don't know. Technically, we've still got a bit because Chris wasn't obviously here for a good bit yet. So,
Yeah.
So we're going to continue to dice off.
Yo, motherfucker! I got more dice than your mama.
I
like
my
I'll just get a catapult and shoot
set.
with my dice.
Stuart, I can start to do
Yeah,
this.
commission.
Stuart, I can start to do this. Look, I can do that. And then I can do this.
I've only been collecting for 2 years, so.
And I can do this, Stuart.
Hey, 4 months, two
Brad, we
sets
can't
of
see
dice.
what you're doing.
Huh?
We can't see what you're doing.
Putting books up.
You can,
He's
that's
putting
'cause
books
there's not
up.
enough room for all these books. Then there's this. You have to go further back.
Oh.
Then there's this. There you go, Stuart.
There you go.
One sec.
Stuart.
One sec.
Just whip them out, boys. I'll get the tape measure. I tell you, who's got the biggest one. Fuck's sake.
That's what this is. That's exactly what it is. That's
Yeah,
this is the D&D picking contest.
exactly.
How to warm up for a game.
Bradley.
Oh, fancy.
Bradley.
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 That's not fair. My third editions, I don't know where they are.
Bradley.
Is that first? No, that's not. That's third edition.
That's
is it?
fourth.
Fourth.
Bradley.
You've ruined it all, Stuart. You've ruined it all.
That.
You've
Oh
ruined
no!
it
I've knocked over my dice tower. So advanced. Hold on. I've got a player's handbook somewhere as well.
I've literally got no D&D books in my house anymore.
You're shiny.
Like 0.
You're all shiny.
Look, where is the first edition player's handbook? Where is it?
No, sorry.
Oh,
No one's
okay.
listening. No one's
We're,
listening.
we're...
We all got now.
All right. Well, I'll have to. I'll raise you, Bradley.
That one deserves some credit. Although, why has it got a T mark on it?
What do you mean a T mark?
It's a round T mark on it.
Everything's got marks on it. Okay.
Around plate mark. Oh.
Look at that, Bradley. Flat. Look, first, look at that. Look at that character sheet. That is what
That
you.
looks like that's been reprinted. That can't be real condition.
Yeah, it is. It is.
That can't be. That is immaculate.
It's
like,
a bit.
not even-
It's a bit folded up, but
Yeah, but even still, like the color of the pages is still so white and all
I
that sort of
know
stuff.
it's beautiful. Look at that. See there?
Yeah, but that can be reprinted.
No, it can't.
That's
No.
too immaculate, man.
It's beautiful. Look, it's even got calling all heroes. Look at this. Look at this beautiful nick. The box is slightly mushed, but it is in fucking lovely nick. I did buy it again. This is not my one. But yeah, I was very happy when I bought that ages ago. And this, look at this. Oh, this is my original one. Look, because it's got my writing on it. Oh,
Like looking back through family photos.
oh, look at this.
The orgasms have started.
Yeah,
Look
at that.
It might be a while.
Oh,
Look.
I've got another thing you don't have, Stuart. One of these. There you go, Stuart.
What,
Got one
DM
of these.
screen?
Yeah, shiny one.
Hold on, I'm still trying to find my first edition player's handbook. It's not. I got my red box in immaculate condition.
That one's
well,
not.
while you're doing your show and tell, I'm going to go make a coffee.
Yeah, you might as well. We don't want to start just like.
Yeah, we've got a long time to go yet.
Yeah, we're gonna eke it a little bit longer.
Brad.
Yes.
How about second edition Dungeon Master's Guide?
That's when I started.
How about
properly?
Third edition Dungeon Master's Guide.
Oh mate,
Yeah,
that
I've got-
must all
yeah,
be
I've got that.
immaculate because you've
And
never
the monster
been a
manual.
DM, have you?
What's that?
I said they must all be immaculate because Stu's never been a DM, has he?
Oh!
Yeah, I was for Cthulhu. And Advanced Dungeons and Dragons Dungeon Master's Guide.
That's the one I started on, technically. Although I didn't have the Dungeon Master's Guide, I don't think. I had the.
Where's my
Was there a
player's
thingy
handbook? What?
Was there like a beginner's one of that, or was it a re-release of the advanced one?
I think yeah. I mean, how old is this? Jesus, this is.
I remember the red
fucking-
books. I feel like wasn't that because I didn't have the
Fucking
DM's
hell.
box.
How old is this? Advanced Dungeon. Cause second. How old is this? First printed in April '95. So
See, that would have been about. That would have been about then, because we got into kind of magic and.
Yeah, I think Advanced Dungeons and Dragons was because that's what we was playing. AD&D. We weren't playing D&D so much. But this one is what year is this? This is edition. This is 90, I think. 89. So that's 1989. That's 90 whatever.
What's 89?
89 was the second edition, and AD&D, this one, Mac.
So
It's got my name written on it. This is 95. Oh,
What order did they come out in then?
I think it's first edition, second edition, AD&D, and then third edition, I think. So, what's my 3.5 book? This is September 2000. Oh, that's third edition, not 3.5.
Yeah, not 3.5.
Is my player's handbook 3.5? No, that's
No.
3. I've got a 3.5 edition as well somewhere. Hold on. I need to check my other bookcase.
Yeah, I don't know what one it is when we started. when we would play. We wouldn't have played official rules and all that sort of stuff. We used to play a kind of D&D. I have no idea what we played with. We had carrot sheets and shit, so I don't know what it was. Fine.
Yeah, Candy wants to talk to you about her spells or something. Bradley.
Oh,
Don't tell her I've said this, but I beat her twice at Scrabble now.
Yeah, there's my 3.5 players handbook, and then I've got Unearthed Arcana. I've got all the other books as well. You know, the source books that cover the races and the classes. I've got those as well.
It was
Yeah,
only races, wasn't
classes. Yeah, I'm missing my. I've definitely got a first edition player's handbook somewhere. You know, the one with the typical dragon, the statue when they're trying to steal the eye.
Is it not in a plastic bag underneath the floorboards?
Possibly, yeah. Yeah, it's hidden in a safe. Oh, fucking hell. Put all this shit away. God damn the dust. Lovely red box. I'll leave the red box there because that can't be trumped.
I think that's the official one that we started playing. Technically,
yeah, that's the one I started playing. The red
I think
box.
second edition we started playing it after, like long after, like we started with you guys in second edition.
Yeah. But me, Div, Aids, Con, Ian, we were all playing first edition.
I mean, we played, I think that one because that's the one I think I'm thinking of. Because I
probably played this with you lot. I probably played this one with you lot, and the fact that it's all got David, if you're still there, you cheeky bastard. All my DMing was actually getting all you fuckers into playing the game in the first place. And then I gave up. So yeah,
quick, I need to pick a group, and then I'm done.
Yeah. I was playing the long game.
Right.
The idea was that I go to I was going to Brad's house and getting him and Keith and Rob and trying Mike as well. Mike was playing, yeah. He just didn't continue onwards afterwards. And Chris playing Hero Quest and then into D&D.
Mikey is still possible in the sense that Adam was showing him it and that. Mikey's kind of on the cusp of playing that.
Is he? Oh, right, okay. Yeah, and that was a lot of my DMing stuff. And also I used to run Cthulhu when we used to play it, like so Div and Con and Ian.
In fairness,
and Phil.
I don't know if I can deal with Michael joining. I don't think I can deal with adding another mix and maxer into the pie. There's already a definite 2.
a definite 2. I feel we've been persecuted, Adam. Unless you're talking about Candy.
I didn't say anyone else's name.
All right, it's Keith and Candy then. So that was playing the long game, long con.
Okay, mate.
Get them to play games.
It's called groom. D&D grooming is what you do.
That sounds disgusting. Sexual predator. Yeah, Uncle Stu groomed us to play. Uncle Stu come round to groom us to play D&D. So sorry, what?
Isn't that the ultimate?
Is he in prison now? No. He's roaming free.
I love the fact you've taken on the uncle partner.
Well, I knew some fucker would say it.
Chris is not here.
No, Chris will be all over that shit.
He would.
Yeah, because he knows how much that annoys me. So, Uncle Stu. So he knows that would be it would be the case. D&D. I was groomed for many years. What? Yeah, to play D&D. That's not what grooming means.